Bases still loaded. The first pitch hit high in the air to deep right field. Right fielder early going back, track wall, grand slam, Ryan Long, and the Otters lead 6-0.
The following is a presentation of WUEV Sports.
It's time for the Evansville Otters pregame show on 91.5 FM, WUEV. Coming up prior to first pitch, we'll set the scene for today's ball game, go inside the clubhouse, and interview a member of the Otters about today's matchup, and we'll take a look at what's going on elsewhere in the Frontier League. And now, to get you set for exciting Evansville Otters baseball, let's go out to the diamond for the Evansville Otters pregame show.
Welcome back to Bosse Field. I hope you didn't miss us too much yesterday as the Otters had their series opener against the Gateway Grizzlies rained out. Alongside Bill McHugh, I'm Sam Jelinek here for the Evansville Otters pregame show as the Otters get set to play a twin bill against those Gateway Grizzlies here today starting at 1 o'clock with the second game coming shortly after the completion of the first game of the doubleheader. The Otters get that extra day off because of the rain out yesterday, so that's back-to-back off days for the squad after a key series sweep of the Southern Illinois Miners back over the weekend in what was an emphatic performance. The bats were hot as can be over the weekend. The pitching staff was phenomenal, and everything was just going the Otters' way as they handed the Miners a sweep after the Otters themselves were swept by the Miners up at Rent One Park. So the Otters come into today at 21-17 in first place of the Frontier League Western Division, a full game up on the River City Rascals. And Gateway coming in, they've played a few more games than everybody else so far this year. They're 18-23, dead last in the Frontier League Western Division, but only 4.5 games back of the Otters. So with a few wins against Evansville, they could find themselves right back in the thick of things. But Bill, over the weekend, what a performance from this Otters ball club.
I'll tell you what, they showed that they are a championship team, Sam. And collecting, one time 18 hits, another time 15 hits, another time 12 hits. Hey, that's what wins ball games, is when you bunch those hits together, that means you got runs. And if you got runs, that means you win ball games.
Yeah, and the pitching staff for the Otters was absolutely dominant over the weekend. The worst start out of the bunch was Tyler Vale, and he still went 6 innings, giving up only 4 runs. So he was very solid as well. Luke Rennie went 8 innings of shutout baseball, striking out 12. Austin Nicely in the finale went 7 innings, striking out a career-high 8 as he allowed only 1 run. So hopefully Randy Wynn, who gets the start for the Otters today, will continue that trend. Randy making the start here today for the Otters. First game of the doubleheader was supposed to go in yesterday's game, so just pushed back a day. He's 3-3 with a 3.60 ERA, 45 innings and 31 punch-outs against just 5 walks. For Randy, he's coming off of a weird start against Florence, where he allowed 4 runs in the first 4 innings before settling down, or 5 runs, in the first 4 innings before settling down and throwing 4 scoreless down the stretch and tossing what is now the Otters' second complete game of the season, albeit an 8-inning complete game in the loss against the Freedom in the finale of that series. The Otters will line it up like this behind Randy today. Remember, Otters fans, tonight's starting lineups are brought to you by Mr. Quick Pick, here to provide you the roadside service you deserve. Call Mr. Quick Pick at 812-496-2321. David Cronin leads things off for the Otters, followed by Ryan Long out in left field. Toby Thomas at short. He'll hit third. Jeff Gardner out in right field's your cleanup man. Travis Harrison, the designated hitter, bats fifth. Joe DeLuca back in the lineup after a day off on Sunday. He'll do the catching and bat sixth. Joe Lytle, the first baseman, hits seventh. Hunter Colin out in center field in place of the recently injured Logan Taylor. Hopefully Logan won't be out too long with a wrist injury. And then rounding out the lineup is Manny Cruz at the hot corner. He'll bat ninth and play third. And one of the key things, as I've mentioned for the Otters over the weekend, was their starting pitching. And one of those guys, Austin Nicely, tossed a gem on Sunday, one of his best performances of the year. I sat down with him and asked him about that start and everything going forward for him. We'll have that interview coming up after the first break here on the Evansville Otters pregame show. You've been listening to the Evansville Otters pregame show here on WUEV 91.5 FM and the Kruckmeyer and Kahn Otters Digital Network.
Why Old National Bank? Old National Bank began in 1834 with just one room and a passion for helping people prosper. Today, we are honored and grateful to be the financial partner for so many businesses, families, and individuals like you. From our commitment to safety and security to our promise of service that will exceed your expectations, we want to be your bank for life. Old National Bank, member FDIC.
The pizza brick road always goes to Tyroni's. I'm in the mood for pizza and I'm ready to go. The pizza brick road goes to Tyroni's. So follow me down the pizza brick road. Road down to Tyroni's. The pizza brick road. The pizza brick road always goes to Tyroni's.
No matter how large or small your digging project may be, no matter how urban or rural, you must always call 811 before any digging project. 811 is our national one-call number, alerting your local utility companies to come out and mark any lines they have near your dig site. So before you do this or this, make sure you do this. For digging projects big or small, make the call to 811. Brought to you by Indiana 811.
Welcome back to the Evansville Otters pregame show. I'm joined by Sunday's winning pitcher, Austin Nicely. Austin, how are you doing today?
Doing well. How about yourself?
I'm not doing too shabby, and you're not doing too shabby. You had one heck of a start back on Sunday, posting a season high and what we can probably assume to be a career high, 8 strikeouts. What was your strikeout pitch? You were going to a curveball, changeup, and fastball, and got strikeouts with all of them.
Yeah, I think I got a couple more with the fastball than normal, and then I had switched to a slider last week. We banged the curveball and really just focused more on a slider that I could just be aggressive with, and I think that changed the mentality of all my pitches, just being able to go out and just attack. And it was a lot of fun just to kind of get after it with all 3 pitches.
And you mentioned banging the curveball, instead going to a slider. How difficult is that kind of change mid-season? Was the slider something you had been working on for a while?
I guess when I started my pro career, I had curveball and slider, and then I kind of lost it through rehab and stuff like that. And so it wasn't like it was a foreign pitch, but it wasn't like I got comfortable overnight either. And it's still a work in progress, but it was just something that was able to just not have to try to feel my way around or try to make it do something that I'm not very good at doing. Just being able to throw that pitch as hard as I want to throw it, and be aggressive with it. I think that in itself is kind of something that with pitching, if you can just attack with a pitch, even if it's not a very good pitch or maybe not the right pitch, sometimes you get away with it.
And I talked about this with Luke after his start against Southern Illinois. Same thing for you, where you struggled against Southern Illinois a little bit your first time out, and now you get to face them a second time. Normally, after the first time a team's seen you, they kind of have a book on you, but this time you came out and absolutely shoved against them. What kind of was the lesson you took from the first start?
I think it was more of like a thing, kind of amongst myself of trying to stay within the plan and the process of being able to attack the way I wanted to attack. And obviously it's a dual threat kind of thing of they've seen me, but I've also seen them. And kind of knowing what worked, who in their lineup can hurt you and where they can hurt you at, and trying to face those good hitters with as less runners on as you can do it. So I think it was just more of going out and throwing it the way I wanted to throw it, and turned in some good results.
How beneficial is it for you? You started the 3rd game of the series and finished off the sweep, being able to see Tyler Vale and Luke Rennie both go out and pretty well execute their game plans. What kind of information does that give you for the 3rd start of the series?
It's huge. Anytime you get that, the 3rd game of a series, you get basically 18 innings to see any trends, any kind of thing, and they really pitched as flawlessly as you can, even with Vale's first inning. I mean, he still locked in and did the things he needed to do and stuck to his plan, and I think that helped me going into Sunday, being able to see what worked and what didn't work, and really just being able to, it gives you kind of a comfort feeling knowing you have a plan in place.
And so far this season, you've been pitching the ball pretty well. How do you feel about your performance thus far, and what do you want to see out of yourself the rest of the way?
It's just a long season. I knew that, it wasn't going to be the end of the world, having a couple bumps along the road. And, hopefully, I feel like I've turned a corner a little bit, and hopefully, just take each day and prepare it as I have. I haven't changed anything of that. But just being able just to grind it out, this game's not easy. And so just being able to just stay on the attack, stay healthy, and stay on your routine. And, I feel good. And obviously it's always a good feeling coming off a good one. But now it's, looking forward to, I guess, Saturday and trying to, get back on the grind. So then, Sunday we're talking about this again.
Well, I hope to be talking to you next Sunday after another successful start. Best of luck, Austin.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
You've been listening to the Evansville Otters pregame show here on WUEV 91.5 FM.
Hi, I'm Bill Morgan of Bill Morgan Roofing and Construction. I've built a reputation of doing quality work that will stand the test of time. We didn't get here by knocking on doors, talking gibberish, or trying to be the lowest bid. You don't like to be sold to, and that's not what we do. My philosophy is simple: treating your home like it's my own, from start to finish. For roofing, gutters, siding, give us a call at Bill Morgan Roofing and Construction. Roofing the right way. 812-499-5892 or BillMorganRoofing.com.
The 2018 Frontier League Home Run Derby and All-Star Game will be held at Car Shield Field in O'Fallon, Missouri on July 10th and 11th. This year's Home Run Derby will feature 4 former Cardinals headlined by Jim Edmonds, competing against the best sluggers from around the Frontier League. Find out more information and purchase tickets at rivercityrascals.com.
The Evansville Otters would like to thank the Evansville Courier and Press for their support and coverage of Otters baseball. The Evansville Courier and Press provides news, sports, and weather coverage to the Tri-State, both in a print and online edition. The Evansville Courier and Press can be found online at courierandpress.com, as well as on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and Pinterest. The Evansville Courier and Press, a member of the Journal Media Group.
Moments away from first pitch here at Bosse Field, the Otters getting set to play a doubleheader against the Gateway Grizzlies. Evansville took 2 of 3 from Gateway earlier this season after dropping the first game of the series against Gateway, which extended the losing streak to a season-long 4 games at the time. The Otters then rattled off back-to-back wins, and 2 very solid ones at that. One that was keyed by a Travis Harrison 8th-inning grand slam, and then the finale of that series featured a then-season high 17 hits in the ballgame for the Otters as they defeated Gateway 11-5. The Otters come into this ballgame on a 3-game winning streak thanks to a sweep of the Southern Illinois Miners over the weekend. They're 12-5 here at home. What do you think makes the Otters so successful playing here in their home ballpark, Bill?
Well, I think it's the friendly atmosphere that is prevalent here in Otterville, insofar as you've got the greatest fans out supporting you, and I think no matter what you do, the fans just love the Otters, and that as a ball player, you come to the ballpark knowing that you're going to get support not only from your teammates but from the fans. It gives you an extra hype.
And for the Otters, they've been a little bit unfortunate in that their schedule was stacked with road games at the beginning of the season, but now they're starting to make up the rest of their home games here, as at home the Otters own a second best in the league record of 12-5 here at Bosse Field compared to a 9-12 road record. So the Otters have played 4 fewer games here at home than they have on the road. But they'll make the rest of those up here with the series against Gateway and then the finale of the 9-game homestand with the River City Rascals over the weekend, in Evansville hoping to make sure that they go into that series with a sizable advantage over River City, as potentially the winner of that series could own first place before the final 6-game stretch before the All-Star break. And with the All-Star break coming up, the Otters hope to have a few guys there. Who are you putting down on your ballot, Bill?
I'm going to have Ryan Long out there as a definite player, and I'm going to say Toby Thomas. And, of course, we got to have a pitcher. We got to have, Luke Rennie as one. And I'm going to go with Jeff Gardner as another in the outfield. And then I'm going to say, I don't know, I'm going to say, I'm going to go with Randy Wynn. That would be just a few.
Yeah, and then another name you're probably going to throw on there, Mitch Aker as well. He's been phenomenal out of the bullpen.
Oh, that's right. I'm sorry. He's, what was he, 14 saves?
14 saves in as many opportunities. He's striking out batters left and right with a pristine fastball. And he has just been a huge asset for the Otters in the back end of the bullpen. It's really the whole back end of the bullpen has been fantastic this year, from Tyler Beardsley, Keanu Cummings, Mitch Aker, Sean Adler. All of them combined have proved to be a very formidable force in the bullpen. And then, even though he's only been here for about a month now, David Cronin has made quite the impact playing second base for the Otters. Defensively, he's been solid. And then at the top of the order, he's been batting, right now he's batting .333 on the summer, which is just an absolutely fantastic mark for him. And you just hope that he keeps it going. And even you can look at Manny Cruz. His offensive numbers are relatively tame, hitting about .260, but defensively, I don't think I've seen a better third baseman here in this league thus far. Manny has made that adjustment from second base to playing a very fine hot corner, showing off a really strong arm and the ability to pick it when it's necessary. And we're just about ready for the national anthem now, as we'll step away for that, and we're ready to play ball here, the first of two. Today on a fine Wednesday afternoon from Bosse Field. We'll be back with first pitch. You're listening to the Evansville Otters. You're listening to Evansville Otters baseball here on WUEV 91.5 FM and the Kruckmeyer and Kahn Otters Digital Network.
SRG Global, a Guardian company, would like to wish the Evansville Otters the best of luck in today's contest. Founded in 1932, SRG Global is one of the world's largest manufacturers of chrome-plated plastic parts for the automotive, commercial truck, and household appliance industry. Located locally at 601 North Congress Avenue in Evansville, SRG Global can be found online at srgglobal.com. They can also be reached in Evansville by phone at 812-477-6151.
You must call 811 at least 2 to 3 business days before any digging project. So before you do this or this, make sure you do this. For digging projects big or small, make the call to 811.
Injuries are inevitable. It doesn't matter if you're playing baseball, walking the dog, or falling from a ladder. Injuries happen. When they do, Tri-State Orthopedics offers treatment for sprains, strains, and fractures by medical specialists. Tri-State Orthopedics is located at 225 Cross Lake Drive in Evansville, just north of the Lloyd and I-164. Tri-State Orthopedics can be reached by phone at 812-477-1558. Its urgent care line is 812-474-OUCH. Tri-State Orthopedics, a proud supporter of Evansville Otters baseball.
It's time for Evansville Otters baseball on 91.5 FM, WUEV. 3-1. Long, toward right, toward the corner, toward the foul pole and over the wall. Fair. Home run for Ryan Long.
1-0, hit high in the air to deep left field. This one's gonna tie the game. A 2-run home run for Toby Thomas.
Don't forget, Otters fans, you can catch every Evansville Otters broadcast on 91.5 FM, WUEV, online at evansvilleotters.com, and through the WUEV mobile app.
The Otters take Game 5 by a score of 1-0, and they are the 2016 Frontier League champions.
Now, let's go out to the diamond for all of the exciting action.
It's time for Evansville Otters baseball on what's turned out to be a beautiful Wednesday afternoon as we've dealt with a lot of rain in the past 24 hours or so. There's still a puddle out in shallow right field, but we're going to play around that. We've got baseball to bring you here from Bosse Field alongside Bill McCune. I'm Sam Jelnick, ready to get this series started against the Gateway Grizzlies. The Otters coming in on a 3-game winning streak. Hand the ball to Randy Wynn to make his 7th start of the season, 11th appearance overall, and still hope to build upon a recent string of success for him, and this is how the Otters are going to line it up behind him. Ryan Long out in left field, Hunter Cullen in center as Logan Taylor gets a needed day off as he deals with a wrist injury. Jeff Gardner out in right field, Manny Cruz at third, Toby Thomas at short, David Cronin at second, Joe Lytle at first, and Joe DeLuca behind the plate, forming the battery with Randy Wynn out there on the mound. Remember, fans, this pitcher and catcher battery is sponsored by the Answer Auto Repair East. Find your battery needs at the Answer Auto Repair East, located at 2319 North Green River Road, or call at 812-475-9000. So the Otters hand that ball off to Mr. Randy Wynn. He's 3-3 on the season with a 3.60 ERA, 45 innings against 31 strikeouts, only 5 walks, as his control has been absolutely superb this season, and he's given up 44 hits. This is a team Randy has faced before, had a mixed result against the Grizzlies as he took a no decision against them, as he was able to throw 5 innings in that ball game, worked into the 6th, which was where he ran into some trouble, as in that 6th inning he ended up giving up a few runs and ended up being hung with the no decision. He threw 6 innings, worked into the 7th, ended up giving up 4 runs, 3 earned, in a game the Otters went on to lose. That was the opener against the Grizzlies. As here's Cody Livesey to lead things off. The first pitch to him, a fastball off the outside edge, and we're underway here from Bosse Field. Bill, it's a beautiful day for baseball.
Now the sun is shining, and yes, you're right, Sam.
1-0 pitch is fouled away by Livesey, and the count's level on the left-handed batting center fielder for the Grizzlies.
Every day is a wonderful day for baseball. It's the American game. Baseball, hot dogs, and apple pie.
1-1 offering. Fastball called strike 2, just below the knees, as Wynn is able to get that call. It's 1 ball and 2 strikes. Livesey batting from the left side against the righty. Wynn on the mound, working quickly now. The 1-2 pitch. Changeup shifts off the outside corner, and the count's even 2-2. Livesey hitting .255 on the season. 12 runs batted in with 6 doubles. Slightly open stance from the left side. Here's the offering. Swung on and missed. He chased a curveball on his back foot as Wynn corkscrews him into the ground. 1 batter, 1 strikeout for Mr. Randy Wynn, and there's 1 away here in the top of the first.
Ironically, Randy, when he warms up, never throws any breaking pitches. They're always fastballs, fastballs, fastballs. Now, in this case here, he threw, 5 pitches and then finally breaks off the curveball, and it's a beauty with the strikeout.
So now here's Artemis Kadkodian batting from the right side. First pitch to him. He swings away and pops it in the air to shallow right field. Gardner got a late break, but he's on into shallow right field to put it away for a quick second out.
And speaking of Gardner, Sam, his father's in attendance tonight, drove up from Louisville, and he was telling me before the game he hasn't attended that many games because of some eye problems, cataracts, which he intends to have removed next week. Otherwise, he'd be here more often.
Well, as we've seen all season long, whenever a family member's in attendance, the Otters play pretty well as Wynn goes into the line. His first pitch to Blake Brown is a breaking ball that bounces in for ball 1. So something tells me Jeff might be in line for a big game. As Brown hits here, 2 outs, nobody on, no score, top of the first inning. Brown batting from the right side, right fielder for the Grizzlies, longest tenured member of that ball club, the 1-0. Fastball called strike 1 at the knees on the outside corner, and it's 1-1. Brown seen his average dip in recent weeks, just hitting .266 on the season. 1-1 offering, slow breaking ball hewed off the end of his bat as Wynn stabs it just to the left of the mound and takes it to the bag himself for a 1 unassisted to end the inning. We'll go to the bottom half of the first inning. Grizzlies fail to score. It's Gateway nothing and Evansville coming to bat here on WUEV 91.5 FM and the Kruckmeyer and Kahn Otters Digital Network.
I just love this place. And I just love that ring. It's gorgeous. Where did he get it? Kruckmeyer & Kahn, of course.
For the engagement ring that will have everybody talking, look no further than Kruckmeyer & Kahn. With incomparable selection, quality, and service, Kruckmeyer & Kahn is the only choice for the ring that will last a lifetime. Kruckmeyer & Kahn, your lifetime jewelers.
So, everybody's talking about the ring.
It's pretty great, huh?
Pretty great. It's amazing. You gotta tell me, man. Where'd you get it?
Kruckmeyer & Kahn, of course.
For the engagement ring that will have everybody talking, look no further than Kruckmeyer & Kahn. With incomparable selection, quality, and service, Kruckmeyer & Kahn is the only choice for the ring that will last a lifetime. Kruckmeyer & Kahn, your lifetime jewelers.
So let's see it. I absolutely love it. He did a fabulous job picking it out. I couldn't be happier.
Well, I had a lot of help.
I bet I know where it came from.
Krookemeyer and Kahn, of course.
For the engagement ring that will have everybody talking, look no further than Krookemeyer & Kahn. With incomparable selection, quality, and service, Krookemeyer & Kahn is the only choice for the ring that will last a lifetime. Krookemeyer & Kahn, your lifetime jewelers.
We're scoreless as we go to the bottom half of the first inning alongside Bill McHugh and Sam Jelnick here on the Evansville Otters radio and digital network as Mike Elwood goes to the mound for Gateway. The tall righty stands in at 6'5", 195 pounds. Makes his second start against Evansville this season. On the year, Elwood, very solid numbers, 3-2 with a 3.18 ERA, 42 and a third innings, 31 strikeouts against 13 walks and 40 hits allowed. As Gateway will line it up defensively like this behind him. McClure out in left, Livesey out in center, Brown in right. As David Cronin stands in right on left. Match up the first pitch. Fastball sails high and away for ball one. Gonzalez at third, Kadkodian at short, Mardir Rogian at second, Santos at first, and Adams behind the plate doing the catching for Elwood. The 1-0. Fastball a little bit high as Cronin lays off 2-0. David leading off for the Otters, as he's done basically all season long now, hitting .333 as he has been hot as can be in his past 10 ball games. 2-0 pitch. On the outside corner, 2-1.
Gateway is not familiar with Mr. Cronin because the third baseman is playing them back, and Mr. Cronin is known to have laid a bunt down now and then, and this wouldn't be a situation.
2-1. Cronin takes a called strike two on a breaking ball that drops in 2-2, so probably not bunting now, but he had the opportunity.
Yeah, especially with that third baseman. I don't know how he throws, but he's playing deep, and Cronin's got good speed.
2-2 offering. Slow breaking ball fouled back to the screen as Cronin able to keep enough weight back to foul it off. Counts even still at 2.
Now we've seen David even try to bunt with runners on second and third. I mean, I don't know. Well, actually second, not third, but I always question that. But anyway, he's a pretty good hitter.
2-2 pitch. High and away for ball 3. Cronin's run the count full to open up the game for Elwood. Elwood started the second game of the series when these two ball clubs met earlier this season, and he absolutely shoved against the Otters. 6 and a third innings of scoreless baseball, 3 hits, 2 walks, and 4 strikeouts. Payoff delivery, high and away for ball 4. Just what you want out of your leadoff man. Cronin sees some pitches and works the leadoff walk for the Otters here in the bottom of the first.
And here comes a pretty good ball player, should be on the All-Star team, and I'm suspecting that if he does make it, that those Texans are going to drive all the way up to watch it. And I'm referring to Ryan's mother and father. They'll be driving up from Chandler, Texas to see him play in that All-Star game.
So here's Long at the plate, batting from the left side. Elwood, the tall righty, set on the mound. The short leg kick. The first pitch is ripped down the right field side, but that's going to curl foul as it bounces into the corner, 0-1.
I'll say he took a pretty good cut there and slammed that ball.
We haven't really seen Ryan get too aggressive on first pitches of at-bats, but if you remember back to Sunday, the first pitch he saw with the bases loaded was the one he deposited deep over the right field fence for a grand slam.
Over both fences, wasn't it? The outer advertisement as well.
0-1 pitch, cued back to the mound. Ryan trips out of the batter's box, so he'll be out at first as the shortstop Kadkodian fields it on the grass. He might have been able to beat that out had he not tripped over his own feet, but instead it acts like a sacrifice bunt on the little number to short. Cronin up to second with one away.
Well, we know it's not a situation of the area being loaded with mud. You know, during the early 1900s, there was a ball player named Ty Cobb, and he would come out to the ballpark early and flood the area so he could bunt.
Ty Cobb did a few other things that were of question. As here's Toby Thomas, swings at the first pitch, just foul down the third base line. as he grounds it just to the left of the third base bag. Would have been extra bases for Toby, but no dice. It's strike one.
You know, I've watched a lot of baseball in my day, and I've never seen a batter, and I'm talking about Toby Thomas, hit so many balls down the third base line. Not third base line.
At this point, you almost have to consider it a skill for Toby as he hits from the right side. Look back to second. The 0-1 pitch is swung on and missed as Thomas tried to wait back on the changeup but can't do so. It's 0-2.
Yeah, he pulled a string on Toby at that time. He looked foolish, but anyway, good situation to get a base hit.
Cronin at second, one away, bottom of the first inning, no score. The 0-2 pitch, another slow changeup poke down the right field side as that goes straight to the Otters bullpen. And what a barehanded catch by, I can't see who it was in the Otters bullpen because they have a towel over their head.
Number 12.
That was Mitch Aker, Mr. Do-It-All. He closes out games, and then a perfect barehanded catch on a liner. I don't think Andy McCauley is too happy about him catching baseballs with his pitching hand, but 0-2 again, high and tight. Thomas lays off 1-2. Boy, what a snag by Mitch.
Well, here you were complimenting Mitch, and I want to say one thing about Toby. That the ball that he hit that you're bragging about was a high curveball on the outside, and he deliberately poked that to right or to the right side of the field. That's what he should do more often.
1-2 pitch slider off the outside corner as it drifts away from Toby, and he takes the counts now even 2-2. Cronin still at second, Thomas at the plate, hitting .299 on the season, the first time we've seen his average dip under 300 this year. No score, bottom of the first inning. Elwood set just above the belt, looks back to second. The 2-2 pitch, slow changeup, bounce straight back, and Elwood's changeup, that has got to be at least a 15-mile-an-hour difference.
Right. Well, the thing I was bragging about with Toby was he went after that pitch on the outside and drove it to the right side, and that's one of the things Toby has to do more often. Instead of trying to pull everything to the left side, go where the pitch is.
Elwood comes ready once more, glances back to second. One more look. Now Roxon fires the 2-2 again. Fastball underneath the armpits of Toby as he raises his arms out of the way to avoid getting hit. And the count's full 3-2. Toby, 5 home runs, 26 RBIs. He's been scuffling a little bit over his past 10 games. Payoff pitch off the outside corner. That's the second walk Elwood has issued today. Fastball just can't find the outside black. And there's men at first and second for the Otters cleanup man, Jeff Gardner.
And Jeff's father is sitting right by the dugout there, and they spent quite a bit of time before the game while the rain, the rain delay, put it that way. I'm quite sure that he is, here he goes. He's going to make some notes. But anyway, Jeff's father said he listens to us all the time.
Well, I hope he likes what he hears, as Jeff has been hitting relatively well lately, still struggling a touch. First pitch to him, takes a changeup high for ball one. Jeff had a very good game back at Florence in the finale of that series as he was able to homer. And then over his past 10 games, he's hitting .272 with 6 driven in, so starting to heat up a little bit. So he's hitting .258 on the summer, batting from the left side. Elwood, the righty on the mound. Comes set, looks back to second, the 1-0 pitch. Gardner checks his swing, but it's a called strike one on a fastball at the knees on the outside edge. Count even at 1.
Yeah, he loaded the gun at that time, but he didn't pull the trigger.
Runners at first and second, one away, bottom of the first inning of the 7-inning ball game, first game of a doubleheader. Otters trying to get in front early. The pitch, slow changeup up and away for ball 2. That is, I have noted it before, but Elwood's changeup, that thing floats on in there.
Yeah, and he doesn't have control of it, though. I mean, you're right, he does. It floats, but he doesn't have command.
Elwood set the 2-1 pitch. Fastball fouled back out of play, and the count's even, 2 balls and 2 strikes.
You know, a pitch of yesteryear, Sam, but not used much today, is a knuckler. And that was a pitch that I don't care how good of a pitcher you are, you didn't have control. You just threw it and hope it wiggled its way across the plate.
Now that you mention that, I remember actually seeing a scouting report for Elwood the last time the Otters faced him as he comes set. 2-2 pitch. Fastball called strike 3 on the inside corner as Jeff was trying to dance out of the way at that pitch, but it catches the inside edge. He's rung up on strikes looking for the second out. The scouting report actually said that Elwood might have a knuckleball, and I'm wondering if that's what we're seeing.
Maybe that might be it, because again, a knuckleball floats and it wiggles, and you don't know where it's going.
And so far, that's what I'm more inclined to think of Elwood right now, that's a knuckleball, not a changeup. As now with 2 away, it's Travis Harrison, right-handed hitter, digs in. Runners at first and second, 2 away now. Otters trying to crack the scoreboard first. The first pitch, fastball above the hands for ball 1.
You know, I'm thinking of Jeff just being called out by that pitch inside where he just walked away. If I'm not mistaken, he's done that several times on that pitch that's inside, knee-high, that he assumes, I guess, is a ball.
1-0 pitch to Harrison. Skied high in the air to the left side. Just onto the outfield grass goes the shortstop Kadkodian, backing up a little bit more. He puts it away with 2 hands in shallow left to retire Harrison and retire the side for the Otters. Evansville puts 2 aboard, but nothing doing. We'll go to the top half of the second. It's Evansville nothing and Gateway nothing here on WUEV 91.5 FM and the Kruckmeyer & Kahn Otters Digital Network.
The Tri-State Area Marathon service stations are proud supporters of the Evansville Otters. Marathon has over 5,100 Marathon-branded stations nationwide, and a full list of area Marathon stations and a list of daily gas prices are available online at mymarathonstation.com. Marathon provides products which support commercial, industrial, and retail operations. Marathon's slogan is Fueling the American Spirit.
The International Brotherhood of Electrical Workers, Local Chapter 16, would like to take time to say, Go Otters! The IBEW Local 16's jurisdiction includes 13 counties in southwestern Indiana, as well as Wabash County in Illinois. Its members are divided into several categories of electrical work, including inside construction, maintenance electric, residential wiring, and sign classifications. More information on IBEW Local 16 can be found online at ibew16.net.
Hi, this is Joe Townsend from JMT Restoration. We are proud to be a sponsor of the 2016 Frontier Champion Evansville Otters. If you ever have a mold or water restoration issue in your home or business, give us a call at 812-205-5384. JMT Restoration Service, where professional work meets affordable pricing. Remember, go Otters!
Hey fans, whether you're searching for an exquisite diamond engagement ring, diamond anniversary band, dazzling earrings, or a gorgeous diamond bracelet, Kruckmeyer & Kahn is the place for extraordinary value and a pleasurable experience. Kruckmeyer & Kahn, a supporter of Evansville Otters baseball. So we go to the second inning. Evansville put 2 aboard in the bottom half of the first inning, but can't push them across. As we're still scoreless here from Bosse Field here in the first game of this twin bill between Gateway and Evansville. Santos, McClure, and Gonzalez for the Grizzlies, 4, 5, and 6 in their lineup. Santos, big left-handed hitter, 282 on the season, 10 home runs, 28 driven in. First pitch from Wynn. Fastball graces the outside corner at the knees, 0-1.
Can I make a commercial point? Diamonds are a woman's best friend.
0-1. Fastball down and in, backhand stop by the catcher DeLuca, and it's ball 1. Santos, one-time Frontier League Player of the Week. That was back when the Otters saw him. The 1-1. Fastball sails outside for ball 2, 2-1. Since then, though, he's struggled a little bit over his past 10 games, hitting just .237. But the majority of his hits have been home runs as he swatted 4 over the past week and a half. 2-1 pitch, fastball called strike 2. Santos doesn't like the call. That was at the knees just off the outside edge. But nonetheless, it's 2 balls and 2 strikes leading off the top of the second inning. No score.
Well, any left-hander who's got power or
2-2 pitch. Called strike 3 on the outside corner as Santos takes it looking. frozen by the good heater from Wynn, his second strikeout of the game, both of them leading off the innings. And there's one out here in the top of the second.
I was going to say any left-hander that's got decent power that plays in Gateway should have 10 or 20 home runs.
So now here's Terry McClure, right-handed batter. First pitch from Wynn, good breaking ball, bends McClure out of the way, but that's in for a called strike one. McClure hitting .281 on the season, Wynn working fast, the 0-1. Slow curveball drops off the outside edge for ball one, count even. The 1-1 pitch. Swung on and missed. A wicked slider from Wynn as McClure goes chasing down and away.
I was going to say, that was a slider, not a curveball. Boy, that had a quick break.
1-2 on McClure. Here's the pitch. Grounded back to the screen as McClure almost on the same identical pitch, just able to get some wood on it. Count still 1-2.
He reached across that plate for that low pitch, and you're right. He's lucky he got it. He ought to come back with that same pitch, because it looks like he's weak on it.
1-2 again. Another slider, and once again just fouled at the plate. McClure able to hit that one off his own body as the count will stay 1-2. And Randy, he has 2 strikeouts already in this game, but his strikeout rate has been very interesting this season. He racked up 16 in his first 17 innings this year, but over his past 28 innings has only gotten 15. But it's coincided with his ERA improving a little bit, so it's a little bit odd. He just takes it as it comes. And success is success no matter how it happens, as now McClure will get looked at by the trainer and the manager for the Grizzlies, as I think he fouled that one off himself and trying to make sure he's okay. So we'll have a little break in the action here.
Yeah, again, it was a low outside curveball or slider, and he reached across the plate, and maybe he was lucky on both of them, just tipping the ball. Maybe it ricocheted off and hit him somewhere. I don't know, but I don't know what the problem is. But anyway, Randy's exhibiting good command of the breaking pitch.
And for Randy, his problem when he faced the Florence Freedom was they were not giving into that breaking pitch. They weren't chasing it very often until later in the game when he had his fastball command and he was able to get them reaching a few more times. It's 1-2, on McClure. Here's the pitch. Another breaking ball popped in the air, right side of the infield. First baseman Lytle calling for it, and just to the right of his starting position puts away the weak popper for the second out of the inning.
You know, I'm noticing something that you don't see very often, and that's our catcher here, Joe DeLuca. He runs down to first base on ground balls and just ran down there for a pop-up.
First pitch to Matt Gonzalez, rolled up the middle. Thomas ranging behind the bag. The shortstop's got it. Throw to first in time. Nice range by Toby Thomas. As with the quick feed, he retires Gonzalez, and the inning is over. We'll go to the bottom half of the second frame. It's Evansville nothing and Gateway nothing here on WUEV 91.5 FM and the Kruckmeyer and Kahn Otters Digital Network.
I just love this place. And I just love that ring. It's gorgeous. Where did he get it? Kruckmeyer and Kahn, of course.
For the engagement ring that will have everybody talking, look no further than Kruckmeyer & Kahn. With incomparable selection, quality, and service, Kruckmeyer & Kahn is the only choice for the ring that will last a lifetime. Kruckmeyer & Kahn, your lifetime jewelers.
So, everybody's talking about the ring.
It's pretty great, huh?
Pretty great. It's amazing. You gotta tell me, man. Where'd you get it?
Kruckmeyer & Kahn, of course.
For the engagement ring that will have everybody talking, look no further than Kruckmeyer & Kahn. With incomparable selection, quality, and service, Kruckmeyer & Kahn is the only choice for the ring that will last a lifetime. Kruckmeyer & Kahn, your lifetime jewelers.
So let's see it. I absolutely love it. He did a fabulous job picking it out. I couldn't be happier.
Well, I had a lot of help.
I bet I know where it came from.
Kruckmeyer and Kahn, of course.
For the engagement ring that will have everybody talking, look no further than Kruckmeyer & Kahn. With incomparable selection, quality, and service, Kruckmeyer & Kahn is the only choice for the ring that will last a lifetime. Kruckmeyer & Kahn, your Lifetime Jewelers.
To the bottom half of the second inning we go. We're still scoreless here from Bosse Field. And remember, fans, Thunderbolt Pass Golf Course has the best golf rates in town. Now offering 18 holes with a cart for just $18. Don't forget the dollar drafts and $5 pitchers of ice-cold beer. Come and visit the Bolt. Thunderbolt Pass Golf Course, a supporter of Evansville Otters baseball. So here we go to the bottom half of the second inning, still scoreless. And switch hitting catcher Joe DeLuca leads us off. He'll be batting from the left side against the righty Elwood. Worked around 2 walks in the first frame to toss a scoreless inning.
Well, we ended up that last out in my commenting about Joe DeLuca, the batter now, that how he runs down the first base. That's something you don't see very often anymore with catchers.
First pitch to DeLuca is swung on and missed a little late on the fastball, and it's 0-1. Joe's had a fine start to his Otters career, 3 for 7 with 3 RBIs for the switch hitter. Elwood into the wind, the 0-1. Drifts off the outside corner for ball 1 as DeLuca sees the count level. DeLuca, Lytle, and Cullen here in the frame, bottom half of the second inning. No score from Bosse Field. First game of 2 here for the Otters and Grizzlies. 1-1 delivery. Knuckleball dances down and away as that one just missed the corner. That was a good one there from Elwood as the bottom just dropped out of it.
But again, no control, which again, you can't control a knuckler.
You just throw it and pray.
Yeah, that's exactly right.
2-1 pitch. Fastball rolled on the ground to the second baseman, Marderosian, as he fields and throws to first in time to get DeLuca for the first out of the inning. I gotta say, I don't think I've ever seen a middle infield with more letters in their names than this combo Gateway rolls out there today. Kadkodian at short and Marderosian at second. Quite a mouthful. I hope the Otters don't hit into any double plays today, or else I'm not going to be able to get that out.
Well, I have trouble even talking about or pronouncing Smith. So Jones and Smith I have problems with, so don't worry.
Here's Joe Lytle, left-handed batter, open stance, first pitch. Fastball high and away for ball 1. 1 away, nobody on base for Evansville. Still scoreless here in the bottom half of the second inning. Lytle 7 for 23 so far this year. The 1-0 pitch. Little tapper past the mound towards the shortstop Kadkodian. He fields and throws to first in time to retire Lytle. As it was actually the third baseman Gonzalez who came screaming across the infield and cut him off to make that throw to first. So it's Gonzalez, not Kadkodian, who makes the play for the second out.
He was lucky, the third baseman was lucky to make that play because that was a slow ground ball, but at the time that he fielded it, it was a high chopper that he got it waist high. If he had to bend down, there was no way he would have gotten it.
Nice.
He would have gotten the runner at first.
Nice read by Gonzalez to know that he was the only one that probably could have made that play and get off a strong throw coming across the infield. As now it's Hunter Cullen with 2 away, first pitch to him. Fastball splits the middle for strike 1.
And we haven't seen Hunter in quite a while.
Yeah, Hunter came into the game in the 9th inning of Sunday's contest and just played the outfield for the final frame, but hasn't started a game here at Bosse Field since last Sunday as the knuckleball's high for ball 1.
Yeah, he came in to replace Tyler and Taylor Logan, and he's missing out of the lineup today. I hope he's okay.
Hunter batting from the left side. The 1-1 pitch is popped in the air, foul ground left side. Catcher Adams giving chase, and he's right up against the Gateway dugout as he runs out of room. That one lands in the stands, and Cullen's down the count 1-2. Hunter, with that lack of playing time, has struggled lately, just 0 for his last 9. She's hitless in that time span, hitting .222 on the season.
Do we have a recent report on Logan?
Right now, no information relevant to us, unfortunately.
Because he tried to make a sensational catch in the outfield the other night and twisted his wrist or whatever.
1-2 pitch, knuckleball cued off the end of the bat towards the pitcher Elwood. Off the mound, picks it up with the bare hand and throws to first to retire Cullen. He was way out in front of that one, and the Otters go down in order here in the second. We go to the top half of the third. It's Evansville nothing and Gateway nothing here on WUEV 91.5 FM and the Kruckmeyer and Kahn Otters Digital Network.
The The Evansville Otters would like to thank Sinorama Evansville for their support this season. Sinorama Evansville is a multi-application supplier of custom-made signs, banners, and decals in the tri-state. Located at 1300 North Royal Avenue in Evansville, Sinorama is open 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Monday through Friday. They can be reached by phone at 812-477-7763 and can be found online at sinorama.com/in-Evansville. Sinorama Evansville, a proud supporter of Evansville Otters baseball.
Since 1994, Slay's Restoration has been assisting tri-state residents clean up and restore their properties after disasters of all kinds. Located at 2121 Cotter Avenue in Evansville, Slay's Restoration offers assistance for water damage, fire and smoke damage, mold and biohazard mitigation, complete reconstruction, and much more. Slay's Restoration can be reached toll-free 24 hours a day at 1-888-776-8555. It can also be found online at slaysrestoration.com.
SRG Global, a Guardian company, would like to wish the Evansville Otters the best of luck in today's contest. Founded in 1932, SRG Global is one of the world's largest manufacturers of chrome-plated plastic parts for the automotive, commercial truck, and household appliance industry. Located locally at 601 North Congress Avenue in Evansville, SRG Global can be found online at srgglobal.com. They can also be reached in Evansville by phone at 812-477-6151.
We go to the top half of the third inning, still scoreless here from Bosse Field. So we're still looking for the first hit of the ball game, as well as both sides have failed to record a base knock thus far, as it'll be 7, 8, and 9 for Gateway. Jeff Cardenas, Cam Adams, and Shane Madurosian, the second baseman, but it's Cardenas leading us off, the designated hitter. Hitting just a .194 on the season, left-handed batter will dig in from that side of the plate against the righty Randy Wynn, who has needed just 20 pitches to get through the first 2 innings of work. Randy into his wind, his first pitch of the third. Fastball called strike one on the inside corner, 0-1.
Yeah, during the halftime here, I ran down to Pat Hickey, the Evansville Courier sports writer.
0-1, another good fastball by Wynn as he dices the inside corner at the knees, 0-2.
I asked him possibly if he had the information whether Gardner would be invited, whether he makes the All-Star team or not.
0-2, fastball tails just off the outside edge. 1-2 on Cardenas leading off the inning.
You know, whether he'd be invited to participate in that home run derby because he was retained.
1-2 drills Cardenas on the front leg as that fastball gets away from Randy, and the Grizzlies have their first base runner of the game.
Anyway, I was just wondering whether Gardner would be invited back to the All-Star game because of his championship home run winner last year. Anyway, he didn't know.
So now it's Cam Adams as Gateway has their first base runner. Cardenas at first base. Adams hitting from the right side. The first pitch. Fastball straight back to the screen as Adams just a little late on that here. 0-1. Nobody out top of the third inning. Runner at first base. No score between Gateway and Evansville here in the first game of this twin bill.
And here we have a no-hitter on both sides, and Cruz is down there at third.
0-1 pitch, little flare into left field. Left fielder Long coming on. He'll have a play as that ball hung up well long enough for Ryan to get to it and straight away left for the first out.
What I was trying to say was Cruz was playing average third base with no outs, and here we had the first runner for them on first. I thought with a 7-inning game they may be forced to bunt, to get a runner in scoring position.
Probably just not the right part of the order for Gateway. It's now their 9-hole hitter, Shane Madurosian, batting from the left side, hands held low, runner at first, one away in the first pitch. Fastball scrapes the knees on the inside black, 0-1.
I'm assuming now, and I may be wrong, you're assuming because it's a 7th, 8th, or 9th hitter that they're kind of not their best hitters.
Madurosian, this is his first at-bat of the season as the throw over to first sees Cardenas back to the bag.
Yeah, and I'll say to you, Sam, to you that when I was playing and we had a crucial game and got in the late innings, they were the ones I feared the most. to be honest. Those 7th, 8th, and 9th hitters.
0-1 pitch is bounced straight back to the screen, and Matarosian quickly behind in the count, 0-2.
You had a runner on second, third, and those guys come up, and they always seem to get the base hit then. Always.
Hey, it was Manny Cruz against Southern Illinois, the Otters' 9-hole hitter who came through in the clutch not too long ago.
How about Big Mike there, our new catcher? He came through.
0-2 pitch swung on and missed as Matarosian swings over top of the breaking ball on his back foot. Third punch out of the game for Wynn, and there's 2 away here in the top of the third.
Yeah, every time a batter steps up to that plate, you never know he's going to get a hit, whether he's batting 400 or he's batting 190.
So with 2 outs and Cardenas still at first after being hit by a pitch, it's Cody Livesey, leadoff man for Gateway, struck out swinging his first time up, digs in from the left side. The first pitch from Wynn, fastball just below the knees as DeLuca tried to frame it on the outside corner, but can't get the call from the home plate umpire James Purnell. Andy Dodonis out on the bases today is your umpiring crew. Wynn set the 1-0 pitch. Tapped down the first baseline as that's going to roll foul, and it's a 1-1 strike on Livesey.
You know, I wonder if that's the father down here taking pictures. It seems like that was a foul ball, and he followed that ball even though it was foul.
Oh, the man with the camera?
Yeah.
Oh, he's working for the news.
Oh, okay.
Sports reporter. The 1-1. Bouncing ball to the second baseman, Cronin, who stays down on it, but it clangs off his glove. That'll be an E4 as that bouncing ball just hit off the lip of his glove. When underneath of him, bounds a little bit behind him. It's an error on Cronin. Livesey reaches at first, and with 2 outs, the inning continues with the runners at first and second.
Yeah, that's could be a big play, which hopefully it don't turn into be a future score.
And for the Otters, the most important thing is it just makes Randy Wynn throw more pitches. His pitch count is in pristine condition right now. This will just be his 33rd pitch of the afternoon. Skadkodian digs in. He's 0 for 1. The first pitch to him. Breaking ball in the dirt blocked by DeLuca. The runners stay put where they are. Skadkodian has been one of the hottest Grizzlies hitters lately as well, as his average now up to 327 on the season. 4 home runs, 17 driven in. He's also 9 for his last 22 with 2 dingers. As he steps in from the right side, runners at first and second, 2 away, no score, top of the third inning. Wynn from the set, looks back to second, the 1-0. Rips to the shortstop, Thomas, who stabs it as he gets the liner just before it gets by him to end the inning on the line shot to Thomas at short. The inning is over. We'll go to the bottom half of the third. It's Evansville nothing and Gateway nothing as well here on WUEV 91.5 FM and the Kruckmeyer & Kahn Otters Digital Network.
I just love this place. And I just love that ring. It's gorgeous. Where did he get it? Kruckmeyer & Kahn, of course.
For the engagement ring that will have everybody talking, look no further than Kruckmeyer & Kahn. With incomparable selection, quality, and service, Kruckmeyer & Kahn is the only choice for the ring that will last a lifetime. Kruckmeyer & Kahn, your lifetime jewelers.
So, everybody's talking about the ring.
It's pretty great, huh?
Pretty great. It's amazing. You gotta tell me, man. Where'd you get it?
Kruckmeyer & Kahn, of course.
For the engagement ring that will have everybody talking, look no further than Kruckmeyer & Kahn. With incomparable selection, quality, and service, Kruckmeyer & Kahn is the only choice for the ring that will last a lifetime. Kruckmeyer & Kahn, your lifetime jewelers.
So let's see it. I absolutely love it. He did a fabulous job picking it out. I couldn't be happier.
Well, I had a lot of help.
I bet I know where it came from.
Kruckmeyer & Kahn, of course.
For the engagement ring that will have everybody talking, look no further than Kruckmeyer & Kahn. With incomparable selection, quality, and service, Kruckmeyer & Kahn is the only choice for the ring that will last a lifetime. Kruckmeyer & Kahn, your lifetime jewelers.
Evansville escapes some two-out trouble in the top half of the third inning as Toby Thomas snares that liner off the bat of Kadkodian. And Evansville sends Manny Cruz up to lead off the bottom of the third inning. No score here from Bosse Field. The first pitch from Elwood is a fastball on the outside corner, belt high, 0-1.
Well, that's why I keep recommending that Toby should be an all-star because, again, he made a spectacular play.
0-1 pitch, knuckleball popped in the air to center field. Livesey takes a few steps back. The center fielder now under it and puts it away in moderately deep center field for the first out of the bottom of the third.
You know, I bet if you go back and you look at your records and you see how many fly balls Cruz has had to center field, seems to hit a lot of, even though they may be 320, 30, 40 feet, 400 is the distance, so it's a fly ball out.
So now the lineup turns over for David Cronin, who walked and was stranded at second to lead off the bottom half of the first inning for Evansville. Still no score, bottom of the third inning. Elwood rocks and fires the first pitch, swung on and missed as Cronin a little late on a fastball, 0-1.
Now this is a perfect time. He just took a swing and he missed. Third baseman moved back. Perfect time for a bunt.
We'll see what Cronin's thinking here as he digs back in from the left side. Elwood peering in over his black mitt, kicks and deals the 0-1. Cronin foul tips it into the mid of Adams. That'll be strike two on him. Quickly down in the count, 0-2. Elwood just with one strikeout so far on the game. One away, nobody on, bottom of the third inning. First of two here today. Just 7 innings this ball game. The 0-2 pitch, swung on and missed. Cronin foul tips it into the mitt of Adams for the second straight pitch, and he's down on strikes. The second punch out of the game for Elwood, and there's 2 away here in the third.
And I would say all 3 of those pitches, Sam, were in the same location, low, round the knee, inside, and he got, well, I shouldn't say golfed it, but he uppercutted 3 times and not touching or coming near putting the ball in play.
So now it's Ryan Long, 2 outs, nobody on. Ryan bounced to the shortstop his first time up as he swings and misses on a good off-speed pitch from Elwood, 0-1. Ryan hit a bouncing ball out to short his first time up. Would have had a chance to beat it out, but he tripped coming out of the batter's box, so he was retired easily. 0-1. Shows bunt, but takes it outside for ball 1 as the knuckleball floats outside. Gotta imagine that is a hard thing to bunt on the left side, and now I don't know what's being said between Purnell and Long at the plate, but Purnell, I think, is asking Long to change his bat. He doesn't like the cupping on the end of his barrel.
Well, there's something indicating that it, I could see.
I have no idea what's going on.
Well, there he is. There, someone's looking at it right now.
Possibly my best guess is that on Ryan's swing his first time up, he chipped the end of his bat. Purnell noticed that it was broken a little bit, so he asked him to get a new barrel.
All right, that's what. All right, that's what it was then.
So Ryan with a new piece of wood.
Yeah, I could see now. You see the difference in that? You're right. It might be a chip out of that. You're right. Good observation. I tell you, people out there in Otterville, this guy's got eyes like a hawk.
And that's actually the second time this has happened to Ryan this year. He tried to bring a broken bat to the plate earlier this year here at Bosse Field as he digs back in from the left side, the 1-1. Lined into center field, Livesey coming on. He trips and falls, and it's by him. It's going to roll all the way to the center field wall.
Inside the park. Inside the park.
Long going around second. He's going to go to third and hold up there as the ball gets in quickly.
Triple.
A triple for Long on the trip and fall by Livesey out in center field. And you got to wonder how much that has to do with the soggy outfield grass. Maybe he lost his footing, but it's a triple for Long, the first hit of the game for the Otters, and he's there at third with 2 away for Toby Thomas.
Clarification. First hit of the game, not for the Otters, for both teams. Here we are in the bottom of the third, and that's the first hit by either team. And it was a line drive. He didn't miss that because of the wet field. That was a base hit all the way.
So now it's Toby Thomas, Long at third, 2 away. The first pitch Breaking ball called strike one on the outside corner. A good dandy there from Elwood.
Yeah, that's one he sure went to right field on that. My goodness.
Elwood set. Thomas from the right side, the 0-1. Knuckleball floats just a hair in, 1-1.
I'm going to go agree with you after watching that one. That is a knuckleball. You're right.
And it looks to be a pretty fine one there from Elwood.
Yeah, I could read the Bill Lee's name on that one.
The 1-1. Bounced down the third base line, but that's foul. So it goes past the hands of Ryan Long.
And whoever it is stopped that ground ball, foul ball with his foot out there. One of the pitchers. It's, he's took a chance, because if he stepped on that the wrong way, he broke an ankle.
1-2 on Thomas, 2 away, runner at third. The pitch, fastball, called strike three eventually. As, boy, that was a long wait before Thomas was rung up on strikes. He must have known it too. As no argument from here, and the inning is over. Long stranded at third base, and we'll go to the fourth. Evansville nothing and Gateway nothing here on WUEV 91.5 FM and the Krugmeyer & Kahn Otters Digital Network.
Hi, I'm Bill Morgan of Bill Morgan Roofing and Construction. I've built a reputation of doing quality work that will stand the test of time. We didn't get here by knocking on doors, talking gibberish, or trying to be the lowest bid. You don't like to be sold to, and that's not what we do. My philosophy is simple: treating your home like it's my own, from start to finish. For roofing, gutters, siding, give us a call at Bill Morgan Roofing and Construction. Roofing the right way. 812-499-5892 or BillMorganRoofing.com.
The Pizza Brick Road always goes to Tyroni's. I'm in the mood for pizza and I'm ready to go. The Pizza Brick Road goes to Tyroni's. So follow me down the Pizza Brick Road. Road down to Tyroni's. The Pizza Brick Road. The Pizza Brick Road always goes to Tyroni's.
The 2018 Frontier League Home Run Derby and All-Star Game will be held at Carshield Field in O'Fallon, Missouri on July 10th and 11th. This year's Home Run Derby will feature 4 former Cardinals headlined by Jim Edmonds, competing against the best sluggers from around the Frontier League. Find out more information and purchase tickets at rivercityrascals.com.
Otters get their first hit of the game, but can't drive home long as he's stranded at third to end the inning. And we go to the fourth. Brown, Santos, and McClure. The Grizzlies still looking for their first hit of the game. They've gone through 3 innings without one. Randy Wynn's been pitching well out there on the mound. It'll be 3, 4, and 5 for Gateway. Here's the first pitch. Breaking ball spins just off the outside corner, a little bit high as well for ball 1 on Brown. Bounced out to win his first time up. The 1-0. Breaking ball drops down and away, and Randy, for the first time today, has a 2-0 count on a hitter. She's been through 3 innings, 3 strikeouts, the only base runner a hit batter. 2-0 pitch lined into right field. That's down for a base hit on a couple of hops. Gardner fields it towards the right field line and hucks it back in for the first hit of the game for the Grizzlies. So right after I mention it, there goes the no-hitter, and Gateway has a runner at first to lead off the inning.
And there's a situation that should be a bunt. The game is in the 4th inning. It's a 7-inning game. The hitting is limited. Pitching has been good on both sides. I'd be bunting. Let's see if they, if the situation, if they bunt.
Well, it's the cleanup man, Trey Santos.
I know you're going to tell me he's a home run hitter. I don't care.
Big left-handed power bat. Throw over to first. Brown back in safely. I think the likelier scenario possibly, Brown stolen 5 bases this season, and Randy's going to keep a close eye on him. Wynn set on the mound. Glances over at first. Now still holding. Slide steps home. And a fastball misses just off the outside corner. 1-0.
Well, the coach just pulled out a stopwatch. He's looking at it now. I don't know if he's timing whatever.
The 1-0 pitch. Fastball misses down low as DeLuca had to pick that That one out of the dirt. It's 2-0.
He just looked at whatever he was, and now he just signaled down there to the coach on third. It might have been just an acknowledgement. I don't know, but
Santos, the first baseman for the Grizzlies, throw over to first. Brown nearly picked off, but he's able to slide a hand back in.
Did you see him dig his foot in there like he was going to steal?
Just a little.
Yeah.
Santos at the plate, 282 on the season, 10 round trippers, 28 driven in as well. Over his past 10 games, he's knocked 4 over the wall.
There he goes, digging those feet in.
2-0 pitch.
Oh.
Breaking ball down low, and Wynn trying to work around Santos has fallen behind 3-0 and is in danger of issuing his first walk of the game.
Right, and there's no signs coming from which should be. You don't want to be bunting with a 3-0 count.
The pitch.
Ball 4.
Fastball called, strike one on the inside corner, just below the knees or thereabouts.
I think that was a charitable call.
We'll see what Randy can do with it. Runner at first, nobody out, top of the fourth inning. Still no score here from Bosse Field. The 3-1. Fastball in the dirt as that one skips in off the outside corner. It's ball 4 for Santos, who draws the walk. Brown up to second, and Terry McClure stepping in.
Now I'm going to ask you, Sam, do you think possibly he was so concerned about the runner on first that he lost his concentration on to the batter? Because, again, 4 balls. That's
it's not something you see from Randy very often, just not walking a hitter. Nobody out. Runners at first and second. Right on right matchup. McClure shortens up and shows bunt, but takes a fastball outside. That's now 5 in a row from Wynn.
Yeah.
And it's 1-0 on McClure, who popped out to first his first time up. Now, DeLuca's going to call time and jog on out to the mound as Manny Cruz comes in for the discussion as well.
You know, as far as bunting is concerned, and I'm giving you an opinion. Now, I'm not saying I have proof of what I'm saying, but, you know, it's easier to bunt a breaking pitch than it is a fastball. And to throw breaking pitches in a situation like this, it also helps the runner get a bigger lead as well. So you want to be throwing fastballs where most of the batters today, they jab at it, which again deflects, and you might get them on a pop fly.
Runners at first and second, nobody out. McClure squaring to bunt early as Wynn comes set. The 1-0 pitch. Fastball misses outside again, 6 in a row for Wynn. He's now down in the count, 2-0 on McClure. You have to wonder whether or not he'll be told just to take a strike at this point to see if Wynn can find his command.
No, I would say this is the perfect bunt because the pitcher, he wants to throw a strike down the middle, so it's the perfect opportunity. See, right there.
2-0 is bunted to the third baseman, Cruz, who charges and throws across his body to get McClure at first base, so the bunt successful. Up to second goes Santos, down to third, Brown. And the Grizzlies have runners at second and third with one away for Matt Gonzalez.
If you'll notice, Sam, a lot of pitchers that, let's say they throw a 90-mile-an-hour fastball, but given that situation that we just had, that it's a bunt situation, you got a 2-0 count, the pitcher generally don't throw a 90-mile-an-hour fastball. You might get an 85-mile-an-hour, and again, that allows the batter, to bunt.
Now here's Gonzalez, who was potentially robbed of a base hit by Toby Thomas on a nice play up the middle. Rounded out to short, his only time up. Runners at second and third. Corners playing in for Evansville. Middle infield back. Right on right matchup. The first pitch is popped in the air down the right field line. Shallow. Lytle going out. It's the right fielder Gardner who makes the call. And will heave it back into Lytle, the first baseman, and is not tagging from third as Browns. That was far too shallow to make a play. And the Otters get a big second out.
Yeah.
And a good play there by Jeff, knowing his role as an outfielder there, that he's coming in towards the plate. If Lytle or Cronin makes that catch, I can bet you Brown's tagging from third. So Gardner with a stronger arm able to field that one in shallow right and keep Brown at third, thankfully.
You're right, because they got the right fielder is coming in, therefore his motion is going home, whereas the others are running to the outfield, have to stop, take the extra steps, revert. Yes, you're right. Good call. You have a good sense of baseball.
First pitch from Wynn to Cardenas is grounded up the middle and through for a base hit. One run's going to score. Around third, here comes Santos. The throw to the plate from Cullen is not in time as Santos slides in safely. Up to second on the throw goes Cardenas, and he's got a 2-run single, and the Grizzlies lead 2-0.
Yeah, that was, he overpowered that one. It was an inside pitch, got it off the handles, but yet muscled the ball right through the infield. And
that was just under the glove of Randy as well. You could see him pound his mitt afterwards. It would have been a pretty sweet play had he been able to stab it.
Right.
But no luck for him as on the throw home from Cullen, Cardenas goes into second, and now here's Cam Adams with a runner at second and 2 away. Gateway now leading 2-0 here in the top of the fourth. Right on right matchup, the light kick, the pitch. Swung on and missed, a good slider from Wynn. As Adams goes chasing down and away for strike one. A 1 offering. Fastball sent straight back to the screen. Adams a touch late on the heater, and he's down on the count 0-2. Adams flew out to left his first time up, right to Long, who barely had to move out there in left field. Now down on the count 0-2. Wynn trying to limit the damage to just 2 runs here in the top of the fourth inning. The pitch, hanging breaking ball, shot foul by Adams. That one backed up on Randy, and Adams just barely able to foul it away. Count stays 0-2. Oh-2 again. Breaking ball hit on one hop to Cruz at third, who gloves it on the forehand and throws across the diamond to get Adams at first to retire the side. But Gateway does their damage, a 2-run single for Jeff Cardenas. And it's Gateway 2 and Evansville nothing here on WUEV 91.5 FM and the Kruckemeyer and Kahn Otters Digital Network.
I just love this place. And I just love that ring. It's gorgeous. Where did he get it? Kruckemeyer and Kahn, of course.
For the engagement ring that will have everybody talking, look no further than Kruckemeyer and Kahn. With incomparable selection, quality, and service, Kruckemeyer & Kahn is the only choice for the ring that will last a lifetime. Kruckemeyer & Kahn, your lifetime jewelers.
So, everybody's talking about the ring.
It's pretty great, huh?
Pretty great. It's amazing. You gotta tell me, man. Where'd you get it?
Kruckemeyer and Kahn, of course.
For the engagement ring that will have everybody talking, look no further than Kruckemeyer & Kahn. With incomparable selection, quality, and service, Kruckemeyer & Kahn is the only choice for the ring that will last a lifetime. Kruckemeyer & Kahn, your lifetime jewelers.
So let's see it. I absolutely love it. He did a fabulous job picking it out. I couldn't be happier.
Well, I had a lot of help.
I bet I know where it came from.
Kruckemeyer and Kahn, of course.
For the engagement ring that will have everybody talking, look no further than Kruckemeyer & Kahn. With incomparable selection, quality, and service, Kruckemeyer & Kahn is the only choice for the ring that will last a lifetime. Kruckemeyer & Kahn, your lifetime jewelers.
Listening to exclusive coverage of Evansville Otters baseball on 91.5 FM WUEV Evansville.
Gateway cracks the scoreboard first with 2 runs in the top half of the fourth inning as they lead 2-0 here at Bosse Field. We go to the bottom half of the frame. It'll be 4, 5, and 6 for the Otters. Picked up their first hit of the game last inning, and Gateway then responded with the first runs of the game. So it's Gardner, Harrison, and DeLuca here in the bottom half of the fourth inning.
But it shows you how important a successful bunt is, how it moved the runners into scoring. Boom, base hit, 2 runs.
Gardner struck out looking his first time up on a fastball that caught the inside corner as Elwood back out for his 4th inning of work, his first pitch. Fastball zips high and away for ball 1. Elwood, the lanky righty from Canisius College up in upstate New York. Pitching against Gardner from the University of Louisville, the 1-0. On the outside corner, Gardner takes a called strike 1. 1 ball and 1 strike. 2-0 Gateway leads, bottom of the 4th inning. Nobody on. Gardner leading us off here in the frame. Right on left matchup. Here's the 1-1 delivery. Swung on and missed as Gardner chased the knuckleball. And it's 1 ball and 2 strikes.
And that was one very, very effective knuckleball. Good bounce and good location.
Elwood peers in for the sign. Cranks and fires the 1-2. Hit high in the air to right center field. Center fielder Livesey going back. Track wall. That's gone. That baseball just kept on carrying. It looked like Gardner hit it off his hands, but it finds its way over the right center field fence for a home run, and the Otters are down by 1.
You know, I didn't want to predict, but I will say it now. How many times have we had parents come to watch their son play for the Otters, and miraculously, that player hits a home run.
For Gardner, it's his 5th of the season, now 24 knocked in, as here's Travis Harrison. First pitch to him, fastball high and away. I still can't believe that baseball got out of here.
I didn't either. I thought you called it. It was off the handle. He did not hit the ball solidly, but yet.
1-0 to Harrison, fastball around his eyes for ball 2.
I always say, watch the outfielders, the way they patrol, and that will indicate. That center fielder was running his heart out. He was running as hard as he could, and I'm saying, it's not going that far.
2-0, fastball called strike 1 at the knees on Harrison, 2-1.
And then when he ran to the fence and stopped, I said, oh my goodness, it's out of here. Well, way to go, Jeff. His father jumped up, boy, and waved.
2-1, swung on and missed. Harrison chases the breaking ball down and away. Now you look at the flags out in center field, and I think we found our answer as they are whipping straight out right now.
Yeah, they're fluttering quite freely.
2 balls and a strike on Harrison, who popped out to short his first time up as he chases a knuckleball and pops it foul out of play on the right side. Count 2-2.
Yeah, high outside pitch, and he went after it in the right manner. He went to hit it to the right side of the field. You know, that's a perfect, when you see a ball that's floating up there just like that, and Toby had one too, and you just got to go to right field.
2-2 delivery. Fastball inside, just misses as Harrison had to tuck his hands into his chest to avoid taking one off the knuckles, and the count's full 3-2. Good start in the inning for the Otters on the Jeff Gardner home run. It's now a 2-1 game, bottom of the 4th inning. Payoff pitch. Lined in the air to right field, and on one hop, it's going to be played by the right fielder Brown, who had to traverse over into the gap, and Harrison, after an aggressive turn, holds up at first. As Brown gets it back in, it's a single for Harrison. Good piece of hitting, and the Otters have a man at first with nobody out.
Number 20, the catcher, Joe DeLuca.
And one thing I've always heard from knuckleball pitchers is that sometimes they prefer to play on days where it's a bit windier, because the wind will help their knuckleball move even more when they toss it in. Elwood throws a little bit more of a harder knuckleball, but still, I have to imagine the wind playing some tricks on it coming home.
Oh, I never heard that. But I will tell you some interesting historical fact, though.
So now it's Joe DeLuca at the plate, grounded out to second his first time up. First pitch shows bunt, gets it down on the left side, but it trickles foul just to the left of the right-handed batter's box. It's 0-1.
Paul Richardson was a catcher. Paul Richards was a catcher later became the general manager of the Kansas City Royals, or Kansas City Athletics. Anyway, he was the one that came in with the pancake glove. Had no thumb. It just was a big thing that Bob Uecker generally, or later used when he was catching knuckleballers for the Cardinals. But he had the big pancake glove.
DeLuca, the switch hitter, batting from the left side. Runner at first, nobody out. The pitch. Knuckleball dips down and in as that one darts towards the back foot of DeLuca. And it's 1 ball and 1 strike. Harrison always a threat to run at first. Stole 2 bases back on Sunday. He's up to 10 on the season, which leads the ball club.
Well, you don't want to take a chance right now of getting thrown out.
1-1 offering. Good fastball from Elwood as he paints the outside corner at the knees. 1-2.
Yeah, we were talking about successful bunting. Again, it's a lost art. Batters take batting practice. They don't concentrate on bunts. They just, whatever. Games are won and lost on good bunting.
1-2 on DeLuca, who chokes up on the bat. Crowds the plate, the pitch. Harrison runs. It's popped in the air. Foul ground, third base side. Now back into fair territory. Gonzalez slips and falls. It drops in fair ground. That's going to be a single for DeLuca. And the Otters catch a huge break as Gonzalez lost that ball in the sun. Harrison goes to second. DeLuca aboard at first with the gimme single.
I tell you what, did you see him shading his eyes and then that ball dropped about 2 to 3 feet away from him.
Gonzalez wasn't really relatively close to catching that baseball. That dropped in over his head. Like you said, 2 to 3 feet away from him. Then he slipped a little bit trying to recover. It's a base hit for DeLuca. And the Otters are in business with runners at first and second and nobody out. As Joe Lytle stands in, we'll see if he bunts. He already has 1 successful sacrifice on the season.
You know, it was a blessing in disguise. Harrison was stealing on that play.
First pitch to Lytle takes a slow knuckleball for a called strike 1 as he did not slide the hand up the barrel.
But if Harrison wasn't stealing, that might have been a thrown out at second on a force. But Harrison was stealing, therefore he was like about 20 feet away from second base, which gave them the advantage.
Lytle from the left side of the plate, the 0-1, swings and nubs it to the third baseman Gonzalez, who fields, goes to second for 1. And that's the only out the Grizzlies are going to get on the play as Madarosian puts it in his back pocket after receiving it from Gonzalez. So DeLuca forced out at second base. He's the first out of the frame. Lytle aboard at first, Harrison down to third, and the Otters have the tying run at third with less than 2 outs for Hunter Cullen.
Oh, come on, Hunter. Drive in that tying run. We need the runs.
Hunter 0 for his last 10. 4 runs driven in on the season. So now time's going to be called by the pitching coach for Gateway, Richard Barrett. He'll walk on out to the mound and discuss how they want to go about this. And one play in the back of my head I think of right now is a possible squeeze.
I don't.
The Hoosier Lottery began selling lottery tickets on October 13, 1989. Since then, the Hoosier Lottery has offered hundreds of different games, awarded prizes to millions of players, and given billions of dollars to the state of Indiana. The Hoosier Lottery's mission is to responsibly provide innovative and entertaining lottery games for the benefit of the citizens of Indiana. To learn more about the Hoosier Lottery, visit them online at HoosierLottery.com. The Hoosier Lottery, a proud supporter of Evansville Otters baseball.
Heritage Federal Credit Union has 7 full-service branches in both Evansville and Newburgh, serving more than 38,000 members. Membership is open to anyone who lives, works, worships, or attends school in Vanderburgh or Warwick County. Heritage Federal Credit Union offers mortgage and consumer loans, checking and savings accounts, as well as online banking for members. Heritage Federal Credit Union can be reached toll-free by phone at 1-800-858-1693. It can also be found online at hfcu.info.
We apologize for the technical difficulties as we went off the air for just a moment. The Otters could not tie the game in the bottom half of the 4th inning as Hunter Cullen grounded into an inning-ending double play. So we go to the 5th, 2-1 our score. Randy Wynn back out there for his 5th inning of work, as aside from the 4th inning, Randy has been superb today, and he was just 1 out away from getting out of last inning unscathed.
Yeah, but Sam, if I may interrupt you, the Otters got out of that without scoring on a double play, but Hunter really slapped a shot, one hop to that second baseman. I mean, I don't care if Jesse Owen was the batter. There was no way. That was such a one-hopper. Boom. I mean, before you could say Jack Robinson, it was a double play, and Hunter slapped it. Let's give, I mean, he really hit the ball well. So, unfortunately, the Otters didn't. But anyway, anyway.
As is the nature of baseball, sometimes you hit the ball hard and you get outs, and sometimes you hit it soft and get a hit.
Yeah.
It'll be 9-1-2 for Gateway as they lead 2-1. Shane Matarosian leads it off from the left side of the dish. Struck out swinging his first time up. First pitch home, hit high in the air down the right field line. Gardner going over and giving it a look, and he'll make the play in straightaway right field for the first out of the inning.
Yeah, if Hunter had just tapped that ball 20 different bounces, there wouldn't have been a double play. The game would have been tied. But
Hunter, an extremely difficult guy to double up. It takes a hard-hit ball off his bat to do such, and that's exactly what happened. As now the lineup turns over for Cody Livesey. 0 for 2, reached on an error his last time up. Stands in from the left side. First pitch to him. Fastball off the outside corner, 1-0.
Yeah, he got that. Got on with Cronin's error on that.
1-0 pitch. Fastball high and away again as Wynn can't find the strike zone, and it's 2-0 on Livesey. 2-1 the score. Top of the 5th inning of 7 here in the first game of the doubleheader. The pitch. That fastball's there on the outside third, about knee high, and it's 2-1 on Livesey. 255 hitter on the season. Wynn working quickly, rocks and fires the 2-1. Livesey shows bunt, but takes a breaking pitch that's too far inside, and it's 3-1.
Let's go back to that inning. Maybe you were right. Maybe we should have squeezed.
Hindsight's 20/20. The 3-1 slapped down the third base line, but just foul. Livesey nearly had extra bases. On the wrong side of the line, and the count's full, 3-2. I got to hand it to Randy. He is working like he's got somewhere to be right now.
Yeah. He's pitched a wonderful game so far.
Gets his sign. Here's the payoff pitch. Tapped up the first base line towards the second baseman Cronin now as he fields and makes the play with a backhand shovel.
Yeah.
For the second out of the inning.
I don't trust those shovels like you say. He shoveled the ball. To me, he could have just underhanded, But anyway.
It's now 2 away, and here's Artemis Kadkodian. Lined out hard to the shortstop Thomas's last time up. Right on right. Matchup. The first delivery is rolled over a foul down the third base side towards the Grizzlies dugout. 0-1.
I know I'm making a comparison, basketball and baseball, but I was playing with St. Benedict's Prep, and Joe Kasperger was the coach, and I shot one hand one day
0-1, fouled back to the screen as Kadkodian tried to wait on the breaking pitch. 0-2.
It's 1951, and I shot one hand. He said, "Stop that. You don't shoot one hand. It's two-hand." Everything was two-hand shots in those days. So I'm old-fashioned as far as shoveling.
0-2 pitch to Kadkodian. Fastball called strike 3 on the outside corner. Kadkodian down looking. 4th strikeout of the game for Wynn, a 1-2-3 fifth. And we'll go to the bottom half of the frame. It's Gateway 2 and Evansville 1 here on WUEV 91.5 FM and the Kruckmeyer and Kahn Otters Digital Network.
I just love this place. And I just love that ring. It's gorgeous. Where did he get it? Kruckmeyer and Kahn, of course.
For the engagement ring that will have everybody talking, look no further than Kruckmeyer & Kahn. With incomparable selection, quality, and service, Kruckmeyer & Kahn is the only choice for the ring that will last a lifetime. Kruckmeyer & Kahn, your lifetime jewelers.
So, everybody's talking about the ring.
It's pretty great, huh?
Pretty great. It's amazing. You gotta tell me, man. Where'd you get it?
Kruckmeyer and Kahn, of course.
For the engagement ring that will have everybody talking, look no further than Kruckmeyer & Kahn. With incomparable selection, quality, and service, Kruckmeyer & Kahn is the only choice for the ring that will last a lifetime. Kruckmeyer & Kahn, your lifetime jewelers.
So let's see it. I absolutely love it. He did a fabulous job picking it out. I couldn't be happier.
Well, I had a lot of help.
I bet I know where it came from.
Kruckmeyer and Kahn, of course.
For the engagement ring that will have everybody talking, look no further than Kruckmeyer & Kahn. With incomparable selection, quality, and service, Kruckmeyer & Kahn is the only choice for the ring that will last a lifetime. Kruckmeyer & Kahn, your lifetime jewelers.
The bottom half of the 5th inning, 9-1-2 for the Otters as they trail 2-1. Try to get that one run back and tie the game or maybe take the lead as Manny Cruz leads it off. Flew out to center his first time up. The first pitch from Elwood pushes him off the plate as the fastball a little bit too far inside, and it's 1-0.
Cruz should have stayed there and got hit.
1-0 pitch. Fastball called strike 1. That one looked a bit low, but nonetheless, Elwood gets the call. It's 1-1.
Yeah, a game like this, if the pitch is inside, take it hit. Get a runner on.
1-1 delivery. Breaking ball just off the outside corner. Good take by Cruz as he doesn't go fishing. 2 balls and a strike leading off the inning. Manny hitting .260 on the season. The pitch. Fastball high and away. It's 3-1. Elwood has walked 2 batters here in this game. That was both back in the first inning, but since then, no free passes. Now 3-1 on Cruz. The pitch. Fouled away down the right-hand side out of play. Manny a little late on the fastball. And the count's full 3-2, leading off the bottom of the 5th with Gateway in front 2-1.
You notice Elwood is not throwing that knuckler as much in the latter innings as he did early.
Payoff delivery. Fastball swung on and missed. Cruz well late on the heater. So I think he might have been looking for that knuckler as he whips on the fastball to open up the 5th, 4th strikeout of the game for Elwood.
Yeah, I agree with you on that. He possibly was looking for that knuckler, and he was way late.
So now the lineup turns over for David Cronin. 0 for 1, walked his first time up leading off the first inning, and then struck out swinging opening up the 3rd. It's here with 1 away, nobody on. Bottom half of the 5th inning, Otters trailing by 1. First pitch. Fastball up and away at 1-0. Third baseman Gonzalez just a step behind the bag at third as he's almost even with it. 1-0 pitch. Cronin shows bunt but takes a called strike 1 on the inside corner as he went dancing away, thinking that pitch was going to clip him on the way by, but the count's even 1-1.
Yeah, third baseman's not playing him as deep as he did before, so you called it right.
1-1 from Elwood, nearly hits Cronin on the front foot as that one spiked out in front of the plate. And David jumps ahead 2-1. Cronin, past 10 games, he's been hitting .378. He's 7 for his last 17, so he's as hot as can be.
He hits a lot right up the middle, slaps that a lot, and hits a lot of line drives and ground balls right up the middle. Not many.
2-1 pitch. Skied in the air to right field. Brown took a false step in, now retreats a few more steps, settles under it, and makes the catch with one hand. As the wind playing tricks with Brown out in right field, he had to keep on retreating before finally making the catch, and Cronin's retired for the second out of the fifth.
Yeah, that was a tricky fly ball that I think the right fielder had difficulty with. Not that he's a bad fielder, but the wind affected that fly ball.
Yeah, we already saw that earlier today with Jeff Gardner getting a wind-aided home run. The Otters would surely love one more of those to tie up this ball game. It's still 2-1 Gateway, bottom of the fifth inning. 2 outs. Here's Ryan Long. First pitch to him. Checks his swing on a knuckleball that floats on in for strike one. Long had the first hit of the game for the Otters, a triple thanks to a trip and fall by Livesey out in center. Right on left matchup. Here's Elwood's 0-1. Knuckleball hit high in the air to right center field. Right fielder Brown over into the gap. He puts it away just as he crosses onto the warning track to retire Long on the deep fly ball, and the inning is over. We'll go to the sixth. It's Gateway 2 and Evansville 1 here on WUEV 91.5 FM and the Kruckmeyer and Kahn Otters Digital Network.
Why Old National Bank? Old National Bank began in 1834 with just one room and a passion for helping people prosper. Today, we are honored and grateful to be the financial partner for so many businesses, families, and individuals like you. From our commitment to safety and security to our promise of service that will exceed your expectations, we want to be your bank for life. Old National Bank, member FDIC.
This Evansville Otters broadcast is made possible through support from New Image Travel. New Image Travel provides motor coach charter service to the United States and Canada with pickup within a 150-mile radius of Evansville. A full list of New Image Travel's offerings can be found online at newimagecharter.com. New Image Travel can be reached toll-free at 1-800-432-6213. New Image Travel, a proud supporter of Evansville Otters baseball.
The local area Pepsi Bottling Group distributors would like to wish the Evansville Otters the best of luck in today's contest. Featuring Pepsi Company products for distribution to retailers and vendors in the Tri-State, the Pepsi Bottling Group has 3 Tri-State locations at 901 East Diamond Avenue in Evansville, 2605 West Main Street in Marion, Illinois, and at 3081 Kentronics Drive in Owensboro. More information on Pepsi products can be found online at PepsiCo.com. Pepsi, a proud supporter of the Evansville Otters.
Both squads go down 1, 2, 3 in the fifth inning, so we go ahead to the sixth. It'll be 4, 5, and 6 for Gateway here in the sixth inning as they currently lead 2-1. Randy Wynn, just one bad frame, would love a mulligan on that fourth inning. 2 runs came home to score on a 2-out, 2-run single for Jeff Cardenas. Blake Brown leads it off, singled to lead off the fourth inning, and then came around to score on the aforementioned Cardenas base knock.
And correct me if I'm wrong, he's only walked one batter, and that was Santos, and that was the one of the runs that scored.
Correct, as the first pitch breaking ball flips on over to Brown for a called strike one.
Yeah, 4 straight balls to Santos and walking him, the only walk.
0-1 swung on and missed as Brown tried to hold back on a slider, but couldn't catch his swing in time. It's 0-2.
Yeah. Wynn has pitched a beautiful ball game.
0-2 delivery. Down in the dirt, Brown started his swing but held up early. That ball skipped in, nearly got him with the slider, and it's 1 ball and 2 strikes.
Yeah, both of our catchers, Mike and DeLuca here, have good agility behind that plate. They can move well, sliding back and forth to block those low pitches.
Wynn wheels and deals the 1-2. Slow breaking ball called strike 3 on the outside corner. Brown goes down, and that's now 5 in the game for Wynn in the first out here in the 6th inning.
Number 16, Santos.
Now here comes the man that's actually his run is the second run, which the game is 2-1.
Difference in the ball game.
He's the difference.
Santos walked and scored his last time up. He's 0 for 1. Right on left matchup. The first pitch. Fastball just off the outside black for ball 1. After I said that Brown struck out, I realized I should have been more emphatic with it because I said down goes Brown. 1-0 pitch. Santos rolls it foul past the Otters dugout. 1-1. Really a missed opportunity there for me to go back to the days of yore. Down goes Brown. Down goes Brown.
Oh.
1-1 pitch. Santos takes a slider near his back foot for ball 2. 2-1. 1 away. Top of the 6th inning. Grizzlies lead 2-1 here in the first of 2 from Bosse Field. Wynn into his wind. Here's the pitch. Breaking ball nubbed past the mound up the middle. Cronin reaches for it on the backhand. Fields throws across his body as Lytle keeps a foot on the bag to retire Santos. And Thomas was right behind Cronin. And David made a nice play, but that's got to be Toby's baseball, but there's 2 away.
That was a heck of a play by Cronin. Off balance, going on the shortstop side. But I think the whole key to that out was the first baseman, Lytle, who made one heck of a stretch.
Kept his foot on the bag as well.
And kept his foot on the bag. You're right.
Now here's Terry McClure, 2 outs, top of the 6th inning. Otters trail by 1 run. McClure laid down a key sacrifice bunt his last time up. First pitch, swings away, and pops the curveball foul out of play on the right side. The thing I go back to on that Cronin play, though, is he fielded that ball just to the left of or to our right of the second base bag, and Toby was right behind him.
Right, you're saying it was Toby's play.
Correct. The 0-1 swung on and missed. 0-2 quickly on McClure, and there's no harm, no foul, since Cronin did make the very nice play.
Well, you're a former second baseman yourself, and you know when you're looking at the ball, you don't realize where the other player is.
0-2 pitch, little dribbler up the third base line. Cruz charges bare hand throw, and it gets by the first baseman Lytle towards the Otters bullpen, but McClure not able to advance up to second, as I think they'll give McClure a base hit on that one.
Number 6, their baseman, Matt Gonzalez.
So it's a base hit for McClure as Cruz tried for the bare hand. His only hope on that play.
Yeah. Actually, of course, again, we're second guessing. Actually, Cruz should have kept the ball because there was no play. He was safe all the way. So but again, hustle, you can't fault hustling.
So now here's Matt Gonzalez. He's 0 for 2. Runner at first. The pitch swung on and missed as he goes fishing on a slider in the dirt. 0-1. 2 outs. Runner on. Grizzlies still in front 2-1. Top of the 6th inning.
See, now's a good time to be stealing bases. They're ahead by 1. You got good speed on the bases.
The 0-1 pitch. Breaking ball nubbed back to the screen as Gonzalez just got a piece of that one. McClure at first. He's stolen 2 bags this season, has also been caught twice.
Well, no sign from the bench or third base coach.
0-2 on Gonzalez, who's 0 for 2 in this one. Bounced out to short and popped out to shallow right. The 0-2 pitch. Breaking ball swerves around the outside corner as Gonzalez able to resist temptation. And it's a ball and 2 strikes.
Right. And coach is looking down. Manager's looking at the coach. The coach isn't looking, so there's no sign. So no steal.
1-2 pitch. Slider in the dirt. Good block by DeLuca as Gonzalez lays off of it. And the count's even at 2. 2 outs. Otters trying to keep it a 1-run game here. Top of the 6th inning.
No signs, no steal. See, I watched the coach and the managers.
Win set, kicks and deals the 2-2. Breaking ball high as he got underneath of that one, and the count's full 3-2. So after being ahead on Gonzalez 0-2, 3 straight balls, and the count's full on the Grizzlies' third baseman, and McClure for sure will be running now with 3-2, 2 outs. Lytle still holding him close, not letting him get too big of a jump.
Right. There's no signal. It's just an automatic baseball.
Payoff pitch. Fastball down and away for ball 4. The second walk issued by Wynn in this ball game. He went with a high leg kick there. You wonder if that threw off his timing a touch. But either way, it's ball 4, and in steps Jeff Cardenas, who has the only RBIs in the game for Gateway. And now we're going to get a pinch runner for McClure out there at second.
You know,
it's going to be Brent Sakurai who comes on to do the running now for McClure.
I wonder what the problem was. I mean, getting a runner in second base, and looks like he's got good speed.
So it's Sakurai out at second as Cardenas digs in. He has not been retired in this game. 1-for-1 was hit by a pitch and then got his revenge on Randy with a 2-run single back in the 4th. Gateway leads thanks to those 2 runs. It's a 2-1 ball game. Top of the 6th inning, 2 outs, runners at first and second. The first pitch, breaking ball down and in. Cardenas tries to check his swing, and the home plate umpire, James Purnell, says he went around, so it's strike 1.
Right. You know, just a point of interest, Sam, in both of Randy's walks, it's been with a runner on first base. So maybe his concentration is on first, the runner on first, and not on the batter.
Cardenas hitting from the left side, slightly open stance for the Grizzlies DH. Came into today just 1 for his last 16. Win set, looks back to second. The pitch, slow breaking ball called strike 2, as that was nearly an eephus from Wynn.
Oh, boy,
and it's 0-2.
That thing just floated across that plate.
No balls, 2 strikes on Cardenas. Runners at first and second, 2 away. Otters trying to keep it a 1-run ball game. The pitch, slider on the back foot of Cardenas. So he lays off 1 ball and 2 strikes. Wynn cranks and fires the 1-2. Fastball misses down and in as it nearly drags DeLuca to the backstop as he was set up outside and had to come all the way across the plate. So it's now 2-2 on Cardenas. Infield playing straight up. Playing him to pull just a touch as Thomas nearly right behind the second base bag. 2-2 pitch. Slow breaking ball tapped to Randy back on the mound. Hugh Fields runs over to first and tosses it underhand to retire Cardenas and end the inning. We'll go to the bottom half of the 6th. Gateway still leads 2-1 here on WUEV 91.5 FM and the Kruckmeyer and Kahn Otters Digital Network.
I just love this place. And I just love that ring. It's gorgeous. Where did he get it? Kruckmeyer & Kahn, of course.
For the engagement ring that will have everybody talking, look no further than Kruckmeyer & Kahn. With incomparable selection, quality, and service, Kruckmeyer & Kahn is the only choice for the ring that will last a lifetime. Kruckmeyer & Kahn, your lifetime jewelers.
So, everybody's talking about the ring.
It's pretty great, huh?
Pretty great. It's amazing. You gotta tell me, man. Where'd you get it?
Kruckmeyer & Kahn, of course.
For the engagement ring that will have everybody talking, look no further than Kruckmeyer & Kahn. With incomparable selection, quality, and service, Kruckmeyer & Kahn is the only choice for the ring that will last a lifetime. Kruckmeyer & Kahn, your lifetime jewelers.
So let's see it. I absolutely love it. He did a fabulous job picking it out. I couldn't be happier.
Well, I had a lot of help.
I bet I know where it came from.
Kruckmeyer & Kahn, of course.
For the engagement ring that will have everybody talking, look no further than Krookemeyer & Kahn. With incomparable selection, quality, and service, Krookemeyer & Kahn is the only choice for the ring that will last a lifetime. Krookemeyer & Kahn, your lifetime jewelers.
Evansville still down by 1 run, but they got the meat of their order here to hit against Mike Elwood.
Yeah, Toby Thomas is up, and again, pretty good hitter. But there's no sense, we were advertising that we thought that Elwood was throwing a knuckler. He just advertised, he told us he was. So,
first pitch from Elwood to Thomas is a fastball high for ball 1. Yeah, in warm-ups, Elwood goes with the little shake of the glove that indicates he's throwing a knuckleball home.
So, he proved our theory.
1-0. Fastball fouled straight back to the screen. And it's 1-1 on Toby, who's 0 for 1, has struck out looking and walked in this one. Hitting just .243 over his past 10 ball games. His average has dipped under 300 for the first time this season. 1-1 offering. Breaking ball down and away as it skips in to the backhand mitt of Adams, 2-1. Toby, 5 home runs, 26 runs driven in. Right on right matchup, the 2-1. Fastball just off the outside edge as that one was belt high, but no dice. And it's 3-1 on Toby, leading off the bottom of the 6th with the Otters down by 1 run. The pitch. Ripped into left field. That's a base hit as Thomas hits a screaming liner straight out to McLaurin left, who fields and throws back in. Toby aboard with a leadoff single here in the 6th.
Now here's the situation you're faced with. They are probably the power hitter on the team who's already homered. You're down by 1. You're in the 6th inning. You only got and 1 more inning. It's a big call for Andy. Should we bunt or should we hit away?
Well, considering Jeff's dad is here, I'm going to say let him hit away and see if he can work some more parental magic.
I'm going to agree with you.
First pitch to Gardner. Fastball underneath the hands as it brushes him out of the way for ball 1. Jeff 1 for 2 with that aforementioned solo home run in the 4th. The only run of the game for Evansville. Thomas at first, nobody out. Bottom of the 6th. Otters trail by 1. The 1-0. Hit high in the air to center field, not extremely deep. Livesey takes a step back, now settles under it, and makes the catch. Gardner retired. Thomas back to first. And Gardner the first casualty here in the bottom of the 6th inning. I'll bring up Travis Harrison, who poked a single to right his last time up. He's 1 for 2. Thomas still at first base, 1 away. Otters down 2-1. They have a 3-game winning streak coming into this one.
I notice Toby doesn't have a stolen base yet this year.
First pitch to Harrison in tight as that one nearly got him on the hand, and it's 1-0. Yeah, Toby just 0 for 1 in the stolen base department.
All right. So I don't know if he doesn't have the speed or the quickness to get a jump or what, but maybe a hit and run might be the best.
1-0 pitch. Harrison takes a called strike 1 on a knuckleball that starts on the outside corner before dancing back to the inside part of the plate, and it's 1-1.
Ladies and gentlemen, in Otterville, this man calls it exactly correct. That knuckler sank from outside to inside. This guy's phenomenal.
1-1 on Harrison. The pitch swung on and missed as looked like a breaking ball, dropping 12-6 on Harrison. He can't lay off. It's 1-2. 1 away. Thomas at first. Bottom of the 6th inning with the Otters trailing 2-1. Trying to keep a 3-game winning streak alive.
Yeah.
Harrison chokes up on the lumber. Thomas takes his lead. Elwood set. Pitches the 1-2. Bouncing ball back to Elwood on the mound, but it tips off his glove. Shortstop Kadkodian fields behind the bag, touches second and throws to first for the 6-3 double play as the Otters ground into their 2nd inning twin killing of the day, and we'll go to the 7th. It's Gateway 2 and Evansville 1 here on WUEV 91.5 FM and the Krookemeyer & Kahn Otters Digital Network.
Injuries are inevitable. It doesn't matter if you're playing baseball, walking the dog, or falling from a ladder. Injuries happen. When they do, Tri-State Orthopedics offers treatment for sprains, strains, and fractures by medical specialists. Tri-State Orthopedics is located at 225 Cross Lake Drive in Evansville, just north of the Lloyd and I-164. Tri-State Orthopedics can be reached by phone at 812-477-1558. Its urgent care line is 812-474-OUCH. Tri-State Orthopedics, a proud supporter of Evansville Otters baseball.
Habitat for Humanity Evansville and the University of Evansville are pleased to announce the Purple Crew Signature Program. The Purple Crew is a program for all UE students, alumni, faculty, and staff to help build houses and earn hours. The goal of the Purple Crew is to help Habitat for Humanity reach its goal of 500 homes this year. Want to get involved? Simply go to Habitat's website, evansvillehabitat.org/volunteer. Then click on the Volunteer Now banner. Register with Habitat as a volunteer and then select days you can build. You can also register as a team. It'll be a fun environment, and after 15 hours, you get a Purple Crew t-shirt.
The Tin Fish Restaurant, located at 300 West Jennings Street in Newburgh, Indiana, is a proud supporter of Evansville Otters baseball. Independently owned and operated, the Tin Fish menu features salads and sandwiches, as well as seafood platters and combos, and seafood burritos, tacos, and burgers. The Tin Fish Restaurant is open 7 days a week from 11 a.m. to 8 p.m. It can be reached by phone at 812-490-7000. The Tin Fish Restaurant.
Randy Wednesday is done as Keanu Cummings comes on for Randy, who right now is on the hook for the tough luck loss. He goes 6 innings, allows just 3 hits, 2 runs. They were both earned while walking 2 batters and punching out 5. Another strong performance by Randy. The Evansville Otters offense has not shown up quite yet today as the Otters trail 2-1 as we go to the 7th and final frame of this one.
You know, that's the shame of baseball, whereupon, like you just described, Randy goes out and pitches a beautiful game, gives up 2 runs, which, again, not bad. Didn't have two walks and so on, but yet no offense, and that is ruining a good day of pitching.
So Keanu Cummings on the southpaw relief ace for the Otters, making his 21st appearance. His first pitch of the game is swung on and missed as Cam Adams chases a fastball outside. 0-1 Keanu. 2.66 ERA, 2-2 record, 23 2/3 innings with 21 punch-outs for him. Coming on here to face 8-9-1 in the Grizzlies order as the 0-1 pitch is swung on and missed again by Adams, who's quickly down in the count 0-2. Grizzlies catcher 0-2 in this game.
Yeah, Cummings seems to be a 1-inning pitcher anymore.
1-0-2 bounced in by Keanu as the splitter way out in front of home plate, 1-2. Keanu actually had his longest outing of the season not too long ago, back on the 20th, a week ago today, when he threw 3 2/3 against Florence.
But generally, he just throws 1 inning. That's it.
Generally, he's been 1 inning this year as the 1-2 was again skipped in by Cummings, 2-2.
See, now he just he got 2 strikes on him, and now he goes to that breaking pitch. In both cases, they bounced in the dirt. So let's see what this pitch is.
The pitch. Fastball called strike 3 on the outside corner below the knees, and Adams can't believe it. He says a few words to James Purnell on his way back to the dugout. Adams down looking for the first out here on the top of the 7th.
Number 8, second baseman Shane.
And that's twice now DeLuca has thrown the ball down to third base before the umpire has made the call. So
forcing his hand.
I know, you're pushing it is right.
So now here's Shane Metarosian, 0-2 in his first 2 at-bats as a Grizzly. Left-on-left matchup, the first pitch. Fastball zips into the outside corner, 0-1.
And let's see if he comes back with that breaking pitch and throws it in the dirt.
The 0-1. Line straight to the third baseman, Manny Cruz, who barely has to move as he puts it away. Wasn't hit exceptionally hard as that was off the hands of Metarosian. But Cruz makes the play, and there's quickly 2 away.
Mandy's been playing a pretty good third base. You said that earlier in the season. Earlier in the broadcast that he's adjusted from second base to third base.
It's now 2 up, 2 down, and the lineup turns over for Cody Livesey. 0 for 3 in this one. Another left-on-left matchup as Cummings fires a fastball just a hair off the outside edge for ball 1. 2 outs, top of the 7th inning. Otters trailing 2-1. The pitch swung on and missed as Livesey foul tips it into the mid of DeLuca for strike 1.
Yeah, we've had Long on third, Harrison on third, and now you got Cruz.
The 1-1. Called strike 2 as that breaking ball drops over the knees of Livesey on the heart of the plate. It's 1-2.
And we may have a new pitcher for them in the bottom of the 7th. There's a righty warming up down there.
1-2 pitch, splitter down in the dirt, blocked by DeLuca as Livesey lays off 2-2.
I can't make out the numbers. Those uniforms are hard to distinguish.
Cummings set at the belt, the light kick, the 2-2. Fouled back to the screen as Livesey on the fastball. 2 balls and 2 strings. It'll be interesting to see if Elwood will come back out for the bottom of the 7th inning.
I don't think he will. The way this guy's pitching down there, he's coming in. He's throwing hard down there. Oh, that was his breaking pitch.
2-2 again. Tapper back to the mound. Cummings off the rubber. It's underneath his glove, and it's back behind the mound, where it'll be picked up by Manny Cruz. An error on Keanu.
Base hit. Error.
So it's an error on Keanu as that ball just got underneath his glove, and the inning continues. And for the second time today, Livesey extends an inning with an error. Second error for Keanu on the season as he'd thrown away a double play ball previously this year. The inning continues for Kadkodian. 0 for 3, first pitch. Flown foul down the right field side, out of play. No balls and a strike, 2 outs, runner at first, top of the 7th inning. With the Otters trailing 2-1 here from Bosse Field. Game 2 will follow shortly after the completion of this one. The pitch. Kadkodian hits it hard on the ground up the middle, underneath the glove of Gronin as it deflects off of him and caroms towards center field where Cullen gets it back in.
Base hit.
Base hit for Kadkodian, and the inning continues for Blake Brown.
Well, again, Monday morning quarterback, when Cummings come off that mound to field that ball, it was like a scooper. Instead of fielding it properly, he scooped. And with that, the ball went right under the glove.
First pitch to Blake Brown, hit hard on the ground to short. Thomas up with an underhand flip to second. So just a few extra pitches for Keanu as he works around the 2-out error and single to toss a scoreless frame. Otters need 1 to tie or 2 to win it. In the bottom half of the frame, we'll have a new pitcher for Gateway here on WUEV 91.5 FM and the Kruckmeyer and Kahn Otters Digital Network.
I just love this place. And I just love that ring. It's gorgeous. Where did he get it? Kruckmeyer and Kahn, of course.
For the engagement ring that will have everybody talking, look no further than Kruckmeyer & Kahn. With incomparable selection, quality, and service, Kruckmeyer & Kahn is the only choice for the ring that will last a lifetime. Kruckmeyer & Kahn, your lifetime jewelers.
So, everybody's talking about the ring.
It's pretty great, huh?
Pretty great. It's amazing. You gotta tell me, man. Where'd you get it?
Kruckmeyer & Kahn, of course.
For the engagement ring that will have everybody talking, look no further than Kruckmeyer & Kahn. With incomparable selection, quality, and service, Kruckmeyer & Kahn is the only choice for the ring that will last a lifetime. Kruckmeyer & Kahn, your lifetime jewelers.
So let's see it. I absolutely love it. He did a fabulous job picking it out. I couldn't be happier.
Well, I had a lot of help.
I bet I know where it came from.
Kruckmeyer and Kahn, of course.
For the engagement ring that will have everybody talking, look no further than Kruckmeyer & Kahn. With incomparable selection, quality, and service, Kruckmeyer & Kahn is the only choice for the ring that will last a lifetime. Kruckmeyer & Kahn, your lifetime jewelers.
Closer Kevin Simmons coming on for Gateway as they try to secure this Game 1 victory over the Otters. Simmons coming on in place of Mike Elwood, who's in line for the victory. He's pitched well, 6 innings, 5 hits, 1 earned run. On the solo home run from Gardner, 2 walks and 4 strikeouts. So he gives way to Simmons, making his 12th appearance of the season. He's 0-1 with a 2.76 ERA. 4 saves, 13 innings. Against 16 strikeouts, just 2 walks and 9 hits allowed for the 6'1", 200-pound righty from Dallas, Alabama.
Well, all he did was throw fastballs in his warm-up, and the one breaking pitch, it looked like a cut fastball. If that might have been a slider, I don't know, but it had just the slightest break. I would say a cut fastball. We'll see what he does this inning.
Joe DeLuca leads it off for the Otters, singled his last time up on a little pop fly that the third baseman couldn't find. A little defensive switch to tell you about for Gateway. Kadkodian now at third, Sakurai out at short. First pitch to DeLuca, takes a called strike 1, a fastball at the knees. As Simmons starts DeLuca off with strike 1. DeLuca, Lytle, and Cullen here in the frame. Otters trail 2-1. Here in the bottom half of the 7th inning, the final frame of this first game of the doubleheader, the 0-1. DeLuca swings and hits it on the ground to the shortstop Sakurai, who gobbles it up and throws to first to retire DeLuca on the ground ball. 1 away quickly here in the bottom of the 7th.
Number 25, the first baseman, Joe Lytle.
Now it's Joe Lytle, 0 for 2 in this one, has bounced out to the third twice, once for a fielder's choice, once for a regular ground out. 1 out, nobody on. Otters down by 1 run. Wind still whipping out to center. First pitch. Fastball skipped in as Lytle takes it for ball 1.
Yeah, and the outfield is center fielder's playing deep. The left fielder's average, right fielder's average.
1-0. Lytle hits it in the air to left center field. Long run for the left fielder McClure, and it's going to get down into the gap. Lytle around first. He's going for second as the center fielder Livesey tripped and fell going for that baseball. As the left fielder McClure has to pick it up and get it on in as Lytle races into second with a 1-out double.
I would say there was a little mud out there because I know before the game they were working on a warning track. So that's probably what it was. But good thing the left fielder was there to pick it up, as you called.
And that baseball, if you notice, when it dropped into the grass in left field, it was almost like it was like a pitching wedge from 150 yards out that you hit onto the green.
Yeah.
Just got a lot of backspin on it. So it's Lytle out at second, and here's Hunter Cullen. Hit a ball hard his last time up, but it resulted in a 4-6-3 double play. Otters have the tying run at second, 1 out, 2-1 the score, bottom of the 7th inning. Right on left matchup. The first pitch. Fastball zips high and away for ball 1. Cullen just 4 RBIs on the season. Also 0 for his last 11, but can make all that go away with 1 clutch base hit here. Lytle gets his lead. The pitch. Fastball dices the outside corner, counts even 1-1.
And Lytle, Joe's got to get a bigger lead out there at second base to score on a base hit.
Outfield playing relatively deep all the way around. Yeah. Wind blowing straight out. The pitch. High and away again as that's going to force the catcher Adams to call time and go out to his pitcher Simmons to have a discussion, very brief discussion at that, as he's already returning back to the plate.
Adams, the catcher, was warming him up. I can't believe in between the innings, the catcher went down to the bullpen to warm him up, and both of them came in from the bullpen. That is unusual. Either they don't have a backup catcher or what, I don't know.
Hunter ahead in the count now, 2-1. Open stance from the left side, the offering, and it's bounced straight back. That fastball looked like it was an inch or two off the outside corner. Hunter goes reaching, and it's 2-2.
Yeah, again, you called everything so perfectly. That was a ball that he should have let go.
So it's 2-2 on deck, Manny Cruz. It's just been about as clutch as they come so far this year for the Otters, but Cullen trying to get it done. Lytle the tying run at second. One away here in the bottom half of the 7th inning. 2-2 offering from Simmons. Fouled back to the screen. Hunter stays alive as he spoils a fastball. Simmons on the mound, going with the high navy blue socks. Gateway in their powder blue uniform tops. Evansville in the navy blue. Lytle, a conservative lead from second, is now time finally called by Cullen at the plate. He wants to regroup here. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. The Otters have not led in this game at any point. They're trying to get it back to tied here in the 7th and final frame. 1 away, runner at second. The 2-2, breaking ball back to the screen again. So that was a little bit of a hanger, and Hunter able to spoil it yet again, and the count stays even.
It seems like Hunter is going for that high outside pitch. That was another. Actually, if we look at it, it could have been ball 4. The 2 pitches he swung and fouled off were high outside pitches that were balls, but I guess he's trying to slap it to left.
Pretty good-sized hole on the left side as the shortstop Sakurai plays up the middle, trying to keep Lytle close. The 2-2. Fouled away yet again, and on the hands of Cullen, he is able to make contact with the fastball and keep the at-bat going, still 2-2. One away, tying run out at second base. Simmons to the set, the leg kick, the 2-2, breaking ball down and away as Cullen lays off, and the count's full, 3-2.
Yeah. And there's no automatic running on second base on a 3-2 count with 1 out.
Simmons peers in for the sign. Puts hand to mitt as he comes ready across from the shoulders. The payoff pitch. Fouled away again by Cullen as he spoils another offering, and the count stays full, 3-2.
How many is that going there to the left field or the third base side? I'm going to say 4, I know, definitely, but was it 5?
Either way, this will now be the 10th pitch of the at-bat as Cullen and Simmons have been duking it out here with the tying run at second. 1 away. Grizzlies lead 2-1. Payoff pitch again. Popped in the air, third base side. Third baseman Kadkodian giving it a look. Same with the catcher Adams. But it's out on top of the roof here at Bosse Field, and Hunter lived to see another pitch. Still 3-2.
So many times on a situation like this, foul ball, foul ball, foul ball. 2 things happen. One of 2 things. Either he gets a base hit or he strikes out. Let's hope he gets the base hit.
Hunter putting up a phenomenal battle here with Lytle still at second after the 1-out double. The Otters trailing 2-1 here in the bottom of the 7th. The pitch. Hard ground ball hit to the second baseman Matarosian, who picks it up and throws to first. To third goes Lytle as Cullen's retired on the 4-3 putout. The Otters have the tying run at third with 2 away now here in the bottom of the 7th. And their final hope will be Manny Cruz.
Well, you know, moving that runner over to third, Sam, is that Hunter just brought it to second. In a way, it was a good move because a wild pitch or a pass ball or even a possible error, that runner scores. We've got a new game.
The Otters hoping for anything here as Cruz digs in. He's 0 for 2, right on right matchup. Simmons still working from the set with Lytle at third. The pitch. Fastball called, strike 1 as he pours it over the middle of the plate. Manny, 260 on the season, hitting .417 with runners in scoring position, but has seen that average dip to just .231 with men in scoring position and 2 away. As such, the scenario is here. The 0-1. Fastball zips in below the knees, and it's 1-1.
And Lytle down there at third is playing a very, very cautious game. He's creeping in toward home. He's watching very carefully. If the ball gets in, he's ready to score.
2-1, Gateway leads, 2 outs, bottom of the 7th. The pitch, fouled back to the screen, and Cruz down in the count 1-2 as the Otters are down to their final strike here in this one. Lytle the tying run at third. Manny Cruz at the plate. He's 0 for 2 today. A fly out to center and a strikeout swinging. Had the game-winning hit against Southern Illinois back on Saturday with 2 outs. Trying to extend this ball game. The Otters are down by 1, tying run at third. Here's Simmons, 1-2. Line to the second baseman, Smadrosian, who with a little hop able to glove it. And Cruz with a scalding baseball to second, retired to end the game. And Gateway takes the first game of the doubleheader by a final score of 2-1. Bill, just a tough one for the Otters.
I think they hit the ball well. It's just like in that case there, that was a line shot to second. And normally a base hit, and then you had Hunter that hit that sharp one to second that turned out to a double play. And I mean, the Otters did hit the ball well. It's just that they hit it at the wrong location.
Yeah, so the Otters, a tough loss that snaps their 3-game winning streak as they'll fall back to 21-18 on the season. Gateway improves to 19-23. We'll take a break now as we'll step aside and return you back to normal programming as we'll be back on the airwaves in about 20 to 25 minutes or so as we get set for the second game of this doubleheader. I want to thank Paul Mattingly, as always, back in the studio. I know you'll be back with us for game number 2. Stay with us, as in just about a half hour or so, we'll have game 2 of this doubleheader as the Otters drop the first game of the Twin Bill to Gateway 2-1. You've been listening to Evansville Otters baseball here on WUEV 91.5 FM and the Kruckmeyer and Kahn Otters Digital Network.